All right, guys. Today is the FOMC day. It is the day the Fed decides to raise rates. Expectations are for 75 basis points. We'll see if that's actually what we get. You can see the market's actually doing okay after, um, a pretty big drop before the close yesterday. Rebounding a little bit in pre-market, back up to 385s now. And so, yeah, it looks like it was a good idea for me to cut Disney as I did yesterday because we did cut Disney. We might start considering adding right back though, depending on what we get on this Fed announcement. So yeah, let me know how you guys did yesterday. Let me know if the volume is good. It should be good. Uh, and yeah, we'll see what we get today, guys. Should be fun. Let me get the music playing here. There we go. All right. Again, we're gonna do a poll here. Let me know what your expectations are. All right, we're gonna do our poll again. Let me know what expectations are. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know. How much will the Fed raise rates? We asked this yesterday. We're gonna ask it again today. 50 basis points, 75 basis points, 100 basis points, over 100. There's the poll. Vote on it now. We're also going to do a Twitter poll as we can. All right, guys. FOMC day. It's FOMC day today. We're going to do a poll on Twitter. Will the Fed raise rates more than 75 basis points on Twitter? Hit the like button as you stroll in today. We got our Twitter poll going on. I expect 100, but hopefully it'll be more. Nah, we don't want it more than that. It's going to be at 2 p.m. world. Hey, what's up, Robert? Yeah, my expectations are for 75. I think it's almost certainly going to be 75 basis points. At least I'm hoping it is. Yeah, I'm reading the news about Russia, man. That's kind of scary. All right, guys. Yeah, 2 p.m. they're going to drop the Fed rate hike decision, and then following that, they're going to do a press conference at 2:30. It's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when all this data is coming out. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and so yeah, we'll see what we get. If he wants to shock the markets, he's going to give us 100. I think everybody expects 75. So again, I think it's almost certain that we're going to get 75 basis point rate hike decision. I think if it's over that, anything outside of that range is going to cause a knee-jerk reaction. And so, yeah, I think regardless, I think anything outside of that's going to cause a knee-jerk reaction. Hey, what's up, crypto? Hey, good morning, bro. Good to see you, man. The countdown? I could try. I have to figure out how to find a countdown overlay. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. I need to decide which stocks are good for swing trades. Most of the time, I'm looking for healthy companies that are taking big short-term drops. They have to be big, like Disney. Again, Disney is the trade that I can show you guys. We ended up cutting Disney yesterday, and I can show you guys, like, actually us getting out, where we got out, and why we got out. But Disney's a great example of this. You know, you can see, like, when we look at Disney, we buy low and sell high, right? So you can see in times of big drops like this, when we have big red action, I say, okay, hey, it's time to buy it up. So we buy up a little bit of Disney, and then we can move forward and see, okay, I bought it at 112s, sold it at 113.30s, you know, or sold some of it at 113.30s, added some back at 112s, sold all of it at 113.20s, you know. Waited for a pretty big dip like this, started to add back at 111s, sold at 113s and 114s again. So I'm really like the way I swing trade is I average in, you know, sold some more at 116 essentially. And so you can see kind of like my mentality for swing trading is I'll scale in slow, and then when we start to rip, I'll try to get a good average position that I think is value. So we add in low, we sell high. You know, we start to add in here down at 110s, 111s, start to sell yesterday at 112s, 113s, 113.50s. Add some more at 108s, which is a cheap level, get a good average, and then take profit a little bit higher once we do start to move up. And yeah, that's it. You know, we ended up taking profit yesterday. You can see we took all of it off yesterday for a profit. So, you know, good. This is how we swing trade. It works really well. Very powerful way to swing trade. And yeah, we're just looking for we're looking for healthy companies that we can average into. How about DCAing into Ford, FedEx, Adobe, or is there more pain coming? I really don't know. I really don't know about any of those, man. I think those depend on the broad market. So we'll see. I really didn't get enough sleep last night, to be honest, man. Kind of sucks that it's FOMC day for it, but it'll be all right. We got NBA mortgage application data dropping in about 40 minutes or so. So my expectations are for 75 basis points. And so I think they're going to raise it 75 basis points, almost certainly. But maybe not, you know. All right, so we did get some votes. We asked people, will the Fed raise rates over 75 basis points? 50% said yes, 50% said no out of about 20 votes of the last 5 minutes or so. So, you know, again, I don't think we're going to raise rates over 75 personally, but I might be, I could very easily be wrong. You know, I could easily be wrong. So who knows what we're going to do in that situation. But I don't think we're going to, but I think we could. All right, guys. So sorry, we're checking up on everything. SPY up to 385s here. I kind of want to buy this dip short term. I don't know if I'm going to hold it long term, though, but I kind of want to buy the dip short term. Calls or puts today, guys? UTC time. I'm assuming you mean what time is the Fed meeting. So type in Eastern Standard Time to UCT time in Google, and you'll get a converter. All right, so right now it is 10:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's 6:30 in the morning. So 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. So we got 8 hours. Okay, so you add 8 hours to 10:30, and that's what you get. So 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. Wait, 6:30. So basically 6:30 is when they're going to do the press conference. The conference is going to be at 6 o'clock UTC. You're welcome. Google is your friend, sir. Google is your friend. Calls or puts, guys. Calls or puts. Again, we did have another green day, as you guys can see here in the Top Step Combine. did have another green day here. Our account is moving up nicely. When trading the E-mini, we trade at a shocking 82% accuracy. Not too bad. We are currently up on our Top Step Combine about $822. Yesterday we made about $296, or about 10% there. You know, about 10%, I would say, a little bit less than 10%, which is okay. You know, take it slow and steady. We're not even a weekend yet, so less than 10% is good. We built up a cushion now of $822, and yeah, we'll see if we can keep pushing with that cushion. You know, we're gonna take it slow and steady. Again, that's the goal right now. If you want to be a part of this with me, I'll post this link, pin it to the top, as we have been. No, never used it, John. All right, 75 basis points. Most people here have basically said they think it's going to be 75 basis points. Remember, we want to see the Fed rate down and unemployment up, right 100% for the FOMC forward expectations. Not making any moves until after the announcement. Yeah, me neither. Y'all be safe. We'll go down while Powell speaks and then rally for the rest of the afternoon. Hopefully, that's the case. I hope that happens. Yeah, we started with the 50K, but we were just kind of horsing around at it. We never traded it like we are now, and so we just kind of go back and forth on it and take some swings. I also think that the 150K combine gives you enough room. You know, the 50K combine, for how I trade with how fast futures move, is just not enough room for me. Right, so this allows me to go slow and steady in the 150K combine. So I can go slow and steady, make $200 or $300 a day, and then just bow out when that's done. You know, and have a cushion to where I'm protected and I can take advantage of my high accuracy rate. Because again, I'm running about 82% accuracy trading the E-mini. You know, if you look at my profit graph on Quant Tower, this is kind of how we've been doing it. And it works, man. We've been doing really well. No losing days in terms of like gross profit. We've had one losing day in terms of net profit. It was only $60. And every single day outside of that, we've made over 200. So, you know, we can take it slow and steady. You know, it might take a little bit to get funded, but that's okay. I think that's how you have to be in these situations. If you really want to get funded, I think that's what you got to do. You know, and I can show you guys my Quant Tower profit graph. We're doing really well. Again, green day yesterday. You can see the dollar price moving here. Anything else moving today that I missed? It's not there's no 100,000 deposit, Joshua. So basically, they're going to give you a demo. And if you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules, they fund you the same amount, is what happens. So they give you a demo. If you can hit the target while following their rules, they fund you the same amount. Yeah, man. Honestly, I didn't get enough sleep last night, bro. I had to go to bed. My kids kept me up, man. Spy green today after just a big drop yesterday, though. So, I mean, I don't know if I like this. We're still about break even yesterday. You can see we did have big drops before the closing bell. It kind of pulled everything back a little bit. We're definitely going to cover the FOMC meeting, man. We cover all the big fundamental data, but especially this. We're going to be covering this 100%. We're going to start streaming probably at like 1 and then just kind of stream through it. I'm trying to show you guys my Top Step stats, though. I'm honestly really proud of my trading, and it kind of shows you, like, no matter what happens with Top Step, I could do this constantly, you know. Like, look, I'll show you my results. Like, you can see my profit graph. My strategy is very simple for these funded account programs. Very, very simple. I build up a cushion, and then I swing into that cushion is what I do, right? And we might push back actual stock trading a little bit today. And so we're actually going to trade regular stocks at the open and then do top step streaming after that is kind of the plan so far. But we'll see. But yeah, here is my profit graph. So if y'all want to see how profitable I am, this is my profit graph in futures. You know, like that is my profit graph. And this is pulled directly from the platform on Top Step. You know, like I have made gross about 1,100, a little bit under 1,100 bucks. But like you can't fake a profit graph like this. Again, this was yesterday. The most I was down yesterday was $80. I ended up making 360. You know, last 7 days, you can see here. This is my graph. So I'm just really, really happy with it. Honestly, it gives me a lot of confidence in futures, to be honest. With the way I trade, it just gives me a lot of confidence. You know, and we're gonna keep it up and you know, keep pushing. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, you know then, John. Yeah, I got an 8-year-old and a 13-year-old, bro. So I mean, they don't keep me up like they used to, but they still keep me up. I get up right now, just understand, I get up at like 4:30 Texas time. Right, so it's 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, or it's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, but it's 4:30 Texas time when I wake up. So I'm getting up at 4 something in the morning, you know. Everybody's clowning on Kevin Gates on Twitter, man. I grew up listening to Kevin Gates, bro. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm from his hometown, you know. And so I kind of everybody there listened to him before he got really big. And so now to see him famous, but to see everybody clowning on him on social media is funny, you know. His concerts are ridiculous, it looks like, you know. All right, guys, we got the Fed rate hike decision. Again, I don't think the Fed's going to raise it over 75 basis points. I just don't. I don't think it's going to raise it over 75 basis points. I think that anything outside of 75 is a shock to the system, and I think it's just going to cause chaos in that direction. I think if it's under 75, which I think is highly unlikely, highly unlikely, I don't think there's barely any chance that we're going to show 50 basis points. I think it's almost certainly going to be at least 75, and I think there's maybe a 20% chance that we show 100. You know, I don't think it's going to be over 100 either. And so we'll see what we get. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so you know, Mar. Yeah. Whew. I am so confused. So many stocks are down. Do I go shopping now or wait until after the Fed for maybe bigger sales or maybe not? Buy crazy shorts or go long? I don't know. I don't know what you should do, of course, Mar. I will tell you this. This is kind of my mentality. This is my subjective trading style, okay? I don't want it to seem like I'm an expert because I'm not, but I have been very profitable. Again, I use Disney as an example because this kind of shows you how I swing trade, right? These are my trades pulled directly from Thinkorswim, and you can kind of see my mentality here, right? I usually buy things and hold for 1 to 2 days. I don't usually hold it longer than that in terms of swing trading. And so I'll wait for big drops like this. So you can see when I see 2 or 3 red days and then a big drop like this, that's when I start thinking of value. That's when I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start buying stuff up. And you can see I buy it up and then we almost immediately get a rebound that I kind of take profit in. So I add back at the bottom, I take profit at the top, I add back at the bottom, I take profit at the top. Add at the bottom, take profit at the top, add at the bottom, take profit at the top. And I just kind of rinse and repeat that strategy as long as I can. The big thing to understand, though, is that with these big economic releases, it's kind of a coin flip. There's not really any edge in taking a huge position. The only edge I would say there is from these big economic releases, the only edge I would say there really is if you want to buy really far outside the money options, low probability options that the volatility from the Fed meeting can raise the value of for cheap. right? So you can get cheap out of the money options and hope the volatility from the Fed meeting can just cause a brash reaction in one direction. I think that's the only real edge you can get from trading these meetings and these Fed releases and data releases. I think aside from that, especially like big earnings reports as well, it's just kind of coin flippy. Like you can make bets, but nobody knows what the Fed is going to do. And in that regard, if you're wrong, you can be wildly wrong, and lose a ton of money. So it's just very risky. The odds probably even out long term in terms of like long-term success failure. I think they probably even out long-term in this. And so it's just a lot of risk short-term, big brash movements from these Fed meetings and data releases. And so just be careful. I wouldn't personally, if I'm completely flat right now in my position. So I'm not taking any one side in this Fed meeting. I am waiting for the data to come out, watching the stock market reaction, and then I might take a trade. Like if we tank from the Fed meeting, then I might start buying stuff up. But until then, I'm just gonna wait and be patient because frankly, nobody knows. Increase of 75 basis points, the market is gonna dump or pump. Please explain. Well, I think right now it's all about any of these meetings are about expectationals. So with these meetings, it's not about raising rates 75 basis points is very aggressive, and to put it into perspective, the reason people raise rates, like the reason the Fed Reserve raises rates is in order to discourage spending, because when they discourage spending, prices drop in order to remain competitive, right? So they raise interest rates, discourage spending, businesses have to lower pricing, and thus it combats inflation, right? That's the whole point of these Fed meetings. Now, with that, the more aggressive the rate hike, like the more aggressive they raise rates, the more pain the market and people in general feel short term, right? So if they raise rates really aggressively, like 100 basis points, which I think is unlikely, that's going to cause a lot of short term pain, but it's going to do more to combat inflation long term. And so it's a balancing act of short versus long term effects. And so in that regard, 75 basis points is already what's expected. I think most people are expecting 75 basis points. If you look at Bloomberg, they're expecting 75 basis points. Just almost everybody I've seen is expecting 75. Again, I think there's maybe a 20% chance that we show 100. And so I think anything outside of 75 basis points is going to cause a big knee-jerk reaction. I think if we show 100, the market's going to tank. I think if we show 50, which is highly unlikely, the market's going to pop up and rip. And so in that way, 75 basis points is what's expected. I don't know what's going to happen if we do show a 75 basis point rate hike. I think that we could get a neutral reaction. Some of it could be baked in already. That's plausible as well. And so I think we're just going to have to wait and see in that way, Releases at 2 p.m. Press conference for the releases at 2:30. We're going to cover it all. We're going to stream it all. You'll be able to watch the complete thing from our live stream that we have going on then. All right. There's also some scary news from overseas with Russia. All right, so a New York judge is ordering Tether to provide financial records related to USDT backing. So for Tether, we'll see. Time remaining, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Fed rate hike decision is going to be. And this is how it goes, right? It goes at 2 p.m. They're going to announce how much they're raising rates. And then at 2:30, they're doing a press conference about it. We're going to stream live, probably starting at like 1, and we're going to cover the full reaction to this. So we're going to cover everything. We're going to cover the Fed rate hike announcement as soon as they drop it. We're going to cover the stock market reaction to it, the futures market reaction to it. We're going to cover, the actual press conference, and we're going to show you the press conference live on stream. You'll be able to watch and hear it live on stream. And so, we're going to be doing all that stuff here. So stick around. Just hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We appreciate you guys. All right, so again, the Fed's probably going to the Fed's going to hike it from 250 to 3.25, right? Again, that's the expectational numbers, or to 3.25 is what they're expecting. If you look at Bloomberg as a gauge here, Bloomberg, you can see expectational raise for this is from 250 last time to 325 this time. You can count the difference there. What's the difference? The difference is 75 basis points. So that's the expectational numbers. Market's pushing up a little bit. It's at 385 right now, 385. Hands down, man, you've got the best live channel going on YouTube. I watch them daily while trading, and I always come to you once you're live. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. No, I'm not getting Bloomberg Terminal, bro. The only justifiable reason I'd get Bloomberg Terminal is because I can write it off, But even still, it's hard for me to get that, bro. You can get data so fast nowadays that you don't really need Bloomberg Terminal, in my opinion, All right, so we asked people, will the Fed raise rates? Will the Fed raise rates over 75 basis points? 55% think yes, 45% think no. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. As doom and gloom as it could be, I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to raise rates over 75. I think expectational numbers, I think it's going to be too much of a shock to the system if they do. You know what I mean? I think that's the only thing. I think it's too much. Increase 75 basis point market is dumb or pump. Hey, what's up, Wesley? Hey, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, we just get data so fast, man. Yeah, if we get 75, market will probably react neutrally, I think, Again, this is a big catalyst here, FOMC. Somebody said it's the Super Bowl of financial markets, man. Hey, we'll see what we get, guys. It should be fun. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty accurate number here from who is this? From Crypto Affairs. This is actually pretty accurate here from what I'm seeing. All right, this is actually pretty accurate. All right, so again, this is pretty much an expectation for Bitcoin is what they have this drawn from. But you can see, as we've said, 0% yes, extremely bullish, 25,000 and beyond. Probability low, 0.25. Probability low. It'll probably, Bitcoin could hit 23.5 thousand, 0.5, so 50 basis points. Again, I think this is incredibly unlikely. Bullish for sure. 75 is neutral, highly probable, very high possibility, and then we're basically going to stay in the same range. 100 basis points is weak, could cause a crash, could cause a dip, moderate chance, and then a 1.25 would cause a literal flash crash, with 1.5 causing even bigger crash. Very low probabilities here. And so again, that's kind of what we see. That's kind of what I've been saying here, which is that, you know, chances are pretty low that we're going to drop anything outside of 75 basis points. Yes, but those are under different circumstances, Mar. Are you buying more Disney today? No, Ahmed. I sold my Disney. Again, look, I can show you my trades. So we ended up selling our Disney yesterday, like we told you guys. Look, we cut everything yesterday here. We cut, we cut our 60 shares. We told you guys I was holding 60 shares of Disney, and you can see we sold it all yesterday. And it looks like it was the right move, because if you look at the market yesterday, they dumped. We might add it back, but again, you can kind of see we ended up adding into 60 and then sold it all yesterday at these highs. So we made money on the trade. You can see here, like, this was the averaging in, and then you can see this was averaging into 60 shares, you know, with an entry price of about 108. And then when we pumped to 109, we ended up just taking profit. We took our last one off yesterday at the open, and it was the right move, it looks like. So we might add it back. It depends on what happens during this FOMC meeting. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar's up to 110.50, so honestly, I think the Fed must increase the rate 100 basis points. They're way behind the curve. Fed needs to shock the system. I don't know. I think that'll cause too much short-term pain. So I think they're going to try to do it slow. Man, the Neo EP9 looks amazing, bro. All right, team. So again, market started to bounce back up a little bit. We got this little top from yesterday on the SPY here. Look at it. It's right around 385.50. Market started to come back some, so not too shabby right now. We'll see if the market continues to rebound here. Everything is priced in. Right, 100%. That's kind of what I think as well. Yeah, Fed hasn't gone against the Fed funds rate in 40 years. Doubt J. Powell does anything past 75. Right, exactly. I think it's pretty sure I think it's pretty sure that they are going to be, doing 75 basis points is almost certain. But, they could always do outside of it, of course. They could. But I think it's unlikely. The U.S. dollar index hit a 20-year high of 110.87. So if you look at the index here, 110.87 highs, we hit that here. So you can see the high levels that were hit right here. Yeah, we'll see. Here's a 5-day chart, 3-month chart. You can see we broke highs, 20-year highs. So again, dollar's been pumping up, which is bad for everything. And hopefully this drops. We want to see this drop, to be honest here. So we want to see this fall. If it falls, the market should do well. Bro, I'm ready for some fall weather, man. Honestly, I'm really pumped about my trades too, bro. I'm really confident, man. I'm really confident. Again, here's my stats. So yesterday, you can see, like, I want you guys to understand something here. Like, look, I want you guys to see the most risk I've taken the entire time I've been on this combine. So for the last 4 days, right? I want you guys to see, like, all the risk I've taken the entire time I've been on this combine. All right, so last 7 days. Let's see when the time frame was. We started it on the 15th. Right, on the 15th, the most we were ever down was $112 at any one point in time. The most we were ever down was $112 on this combine. Aside from that, we've never been down more than that at any point in this combine. And even aside from that, right, even if we look at it each day, we look at yesterday, the most we were ever down yesterday was $92. And we ended up making, what was this? We ended up making $355 total on the day. Let's keep looking at a custom date range. All right, so here's the 15th. So here was the first day. All right, so here's the first day we did it. And again, you can see the most we were ever down on this day was $109. All right, if we look at Thursday, which is the only losing day we've had in this, which was last Thursday, or no, last Friday. What? There's 15. Did I not trade on the 16th? I thought I did. Okay. All right, bro. Let's see if I can fix this. Why does it only let me show 16? Oh, okay, I see. Actually, I see. Now I see. Okay, my bad, guys. Okay, I was doing something wrong. Okay, so here is the second day. So again, the second day, the most we were ever down was 250. All right. And so and this was our worst day by far. We ended up coming back and ending green on the day, a small amount. You can see we ended green, just a small amount, about $20, like very break-even day. And then Monday hit. This is what I have to do. We have to do Monday here first. So Monday, the 19th hit. This was our profit day. So Monday, we were never down at all Monday, ever. The most we were ever down was 9. Yeah, we were never down at all, it looks like. We basically just ended straight. No losses. Made about $415. And then we kept it going. We kept it going. So after that, here's Tuesday. So here's yesterday. And then so we kept it going with yesterday. And again, I can just show you yesterday's trades. The most we were down yesterday was $90. And so the most we were ever down in this was about $250. But you can see every day we're making basically more than that. We made $350 yesterday. If we look at the day before yesterday on Monday, we made about 400. If you look at the day before that on Friday, Okay, I see how you do this. If you look at the day before that on Friday, we ended up basically breaking even, making a small amount, but still ending gross profit green. And then you look at Thursday, our first day on the 15th, we ended up making about 250. So the most we were ever down is the smallest winning day we've had. We haven't really made under 250 on any specific day. You can see about 265 on Friday or Thursday. And so we're keeping very small risks here. We're taking very small risks. What we're doing is we're building up a cushion, and then we're using that cushion to take larger risks is what we're doing. So we're building a cushion. We're using the cushion to take larger risks. These are before commissions, right? So you can look here on my actual net profit here on the platform. And we're a scalper, so we're going to trade with a little bit higher commission. But if you look at like Top Step and you look at what my dashboard shows and like what we're actually showing here, we are up on Top Step about $820 so far, about 822. Here's our stats right here. So our best day is about 380. Our worst day is only 67. And so I hope you guys can see the difference here. Like our worst day is $67 net loss, right? Our best day is about 400. And so again, we're trading small. And on our worst day, if we can't build up a cushion with small size first, then we're stopping, like we did, losing a small amount of money. But if we can build up a cushion, then we're taking larger and larger risks as we see fit. And so again, our best day, we made about 400 total in less than a week now. Again, we started this Thursday. And so in less than a week, in about 4 trading days, we've made about $822. And so, we're averaging about whatever that is, about $205 a day, which is great. We're averaging about $205 a day, and we're taking small calculated risk, and so I hope that makes sense. Again, if you want to participate in this with me, they are a sponsor of our video. If you want to participate in the Top Step Combine with me, you can check out this link, get 20% off. Great way to help support your boy here in the channel. But yeah, I think regardless of whether you pass these funded account programs, I think they make you better traders. They make you follow rules. Like if you see my rules here, you can kind of like check on your rule state with this Trader IQ, so you can see we've been following our rules pretty well every day. And I'm actually sticking to this plan. I can build a plan here and I can stick to it. Right. And so haven't traded more than 40 times, haven't lost over 1,200 on any specific day, haven't lost more than 4 trades in a row. And so we've been following our rules every day. And you can see my accuracy rate is incredibly high. And this is pulled directly from the platform here. So my accuracy rate on specifically the E-mini is 82% on the E-mini. I am winning 82% of the time trading the E-mini on Top Step. So if you guys can see that. So we're doing really well. Like our scalping strategies work, and we'll see if they keep up, man. We'll see if they keep up. Again, wish me luck. Slow and steady is my plan. Market's trying to rebound here. There's the DXY. So the dollar's bouncing up a little bit. The dollar gaining value is just happening because the dollar's gaining value and people don't want to put it in equities because their dollar and their cash is making money. And so they're just kind of sitting on their cash. It's one of the reasons you see an inverse correlation between the dollar index and stocks and equities. And also, guys, I want you to understand, I'm not taking huge sizing in the combine. Like, I'm not taking big sizing. My max position is 3 contracts. And I think that's plenty. I think that's perfect. So my max contract is 3. I'm not taking anything over 3 contracts. And so it's not like I'm taking exorbitant amount of sizing here. It's just not what I'm doing. I'm taking small size. And so again, it gives me a lot of confidence, to be honest. Like I'm very pumped about my results. I've been very profitable. I haven't had 1 losing day in gross profits, only 1 losing day in net profit. And in the last week with 3 contracts max, we've made over 800. So we're taking it slow and steady and we're doing well. We'll see if it continues. Let me know if you guys have any pointers. No, Derek, but I've never really taken it seriously. I've done the 50K combine a few times, but I've kind of done it back and forth where I haven't really given it a real shot. Just started reading, have a 71.6% success rate, have a broker trying to get me to drop 50K, says I am gambling, agree. What do you mean, Keith? What do you mean by that, bro? I just started trading, have a 71.6% success rate. They're trying to get you to drop 15K on their platform. What do you mean? Yeah, again, the best thing I can tell you about these funded account programs is take small size, man. It may be tempting to go ahead and pass and push and pass and push as fast as you can. It very rarely works, man. You gotta take it slow, trade small. You know. But again, today's the Fed meeting, guys. Should be fun. Honestly, we'll see if we get some craziness. Again, expectations are almost certain for 75 basis points. All right, so Colorado now accepts Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for tax payments. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Yeah, I'm avoiding active trading around the meeting for sure. Yeah, CPI last week. Fed rate hike decision this week. He says I should stop gambling and give him the money to trade. Keith, it's almost certainly a scam, bro. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, bro. Okay, a lot of the time this is what happens, Keith, and I want you to really listen to me right now, Keith. Do not send him money. Okay, what happens, bro? This is what happens. Okay, you get a bunch of people, a bunch of scammers on social media. A lot of them are overseas. Okay, and what they do is they try to convince people that they're going to give them some kind of crazy return. They're going to say, hey, man, I'll give you a 70% return in just a week or whatever. They'll give you some ridiculous nonsense, right? They're predatory. You will never see that money again, bro. If it's one of the people I'm thinking it is, you will never see that money again, bro. They are they're targeting naive young traders who are new, who don't really have the experience to understand. And they're trying to get them to send them big boosts, big amounts of money, and they're promising them the world, and you will never see that money again. They will take your money and ghost you and block you, and you'll never see them again, bro. Okay? Be very, very, very careful, dude. I'm not joking. This is very common. You see them in WhatsApp scammers. You see them in the comments sometimes. In the comments, sometimes these people will they'll send one video, a bunch of bots, and then they'll talk about how great this broker is in the comments. They'll be like, oh, one of them was Deshaun. Oh, Deshaun, the greatest broker ever. And it's literal bots talking to each other. They'll be like, you know Deshaun too? Yeah, I know Deshaun. He helped me make $526.39. Yet last week. Kindly message him here, and they'll scam you, bro. You will never see that money again, bro. Do not send them money, Keith. Do not send them money. Like, abort mission. Do not send them the money. They are not legit. Anybody trying to get you to send them 15K is almost certainly a scam. Do not do it, bro. Trust me. Do not let your greed overpower your instincts, man. Do not do it. Okay? Do not do it, bro. Oh, I don't know. Let me look it up. Anybody trying to get you to send them 25 or 15K is probably not cool, So it's an exchange. Yeah, but why are they trying to get? So are they trying to get you to sign up to their broker, or like, what are they trying to do, man? I mean, listen, if it's just a brokerage, that's different, right? But if you're talking to like a guy claiming to be a stockbroker that's trying to get you to send him all this money through like a chat service like WhatsApp, do not do it. Okay, I don't know about anything else, bro. All I'm saying is I would be very, very hesitant. just be very careful, bro. That's all I'll say. I really don't know. Good luck, dude. I am trading about 3 contracts per day, Chris. And so, depending on your broker, you could probably get that for maybe 5 to 10K, give or take. All right, guys, SPY dipping here. We might buy the dip in the SPY short term. We're going to buy 25 shares here. We're right around VWAP. We'll buy 50. We'll go ahead and take 50. And we'll see if we bounce. Hopefully the dollar continues to fall, continues to drop. We'll see, though. What do you guys want? What's in my description? CPI last week. Yeah, Fed rate hike decision this week. I am in... What time is in my time zone? What's your time zone, Nero? I got you, bro. Just tell me your time zone. I'll tell you what time the Fed meeting starts. What do you think the basis point will be, John, in your opinion? 75. I think we're almost certainly going to be 75. I think anything outside of that's going to cause a brash, knee-jerk reaction. I think that's essentially what we're going to get. I think anything outside of 75 basis points is going to be a brash reaction, like a big reaction. Hey, thank you, DS. I see you. Thank you, DS, for sharing the post, bro. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, I think 75 basis points is almost certain. I think anything outside of that, we're going to react to that side. So if we show 100, market's going to tank. If we show 50, incredibly unlikely, in my opinion. If we show 50, the market's going to pop. But I think that's very unlikely. I hope it happens, though. I hope I'm wrong, because 50 would mean very bullish response in stocks. Hey, what's up, car guy? Thank you, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate how consistent you are. Hey, thank you. And again, I mean, like I said, regardless of whether I'm in the combine or not, like I'm trading the same scalping strategies I do in stocks, right? So if you want to see what a profit graph in my stock trading looks like you guys see me trade every day, right? If you want to see what a profit graph in my stock system looks like, this is my profit graph from the last 4 or 5 days of trading. The same scalping strategy. So it's literally the same strategy that I use in stocks. I'm just trading futures contracts instead of the actual stock. Like the E-mini is the SPY in futures, right? So I'm just trading the E-mini, which again, you can see 82% accuracy trading the E-mini. And again, this is the same scalping setup in stocks that I do. I'm just trading the futures market. But again, this is what my profit graph looks like. And so scalping strategies, they legitimately work for me. You just got to have discipline, man, because it's one of those things where you can make money, but one wrong move will cause you to lose everything you've made. And so it's one of those things where your profit graph can look like this, but one wrong move can destroy it all. And so you have to be very disciplined if you're going to trade like I'm trading, to be honest. You need to be incredibly disciplined, because if not, you're going to end up giving it back. The good thing, though, is that if you can be disciplined over time, you can build up a cushion to where even if you have like a bad disciplined day, you're still going to be green, because again, I'm up, in this, I'm up about 1,100 net. I'm up about 8 something. So again, that's a big enough cushion to where even if I have a bad day where I lose like $300, I'm still, up 500 plus. So, it's just kind of building up cushion and then attacking that cushion. Do you think we'll bounce if Fed only raises 75 basis points? No, I don't know. I think we could, but I think that's up in the air, Yeah, I mean, I get people. I don't really agree with giving anybody your money to manage. I think most of the time, people are going to have their best interest at heart, and so I think in that way, I think most of the time you should just learn to invest yourself, research healthy, long-term blue chip companies, and just diversify into those companies and hold that long-term. That's going to give you the best returns possible. I think that's what most people should do, Now, of course, there's bonds and there's other stuff and there's some subjective parts to it, like, hey, what do you want to invest in? But I think most people are going to have the best results long term just researching healthy blue chip companies and then diversifying into those companies and holding for 10, 15, 20 years. That's going to give people, big percentage. All right, there we go. All right, so we're back to break even. Let me know if y'all can hear the music. Can y'all hear the music? You push that copy trading thing. Yeah, but that's a little bit different. Like, that's short-term trading, and that's on a brokerage. Like, it's fine if you do it on a brokerage. What I'm talking about is the Telegram scammers that reach out and say, hey, guys, send me, I'll give you 70% returns right now, in WhatsApp or Telegram. And a lot of the time, you never see your money again. They never give you your money. Like, they just take your money and run. It's kind of like the crypto giveaway scams where they say, hey, bro, send me a Bitcoin. I'll send you 2 back. I saw a crypto scam that was incredibly sophisticated yesterday, bro. It essentially said, it was a website, and it sent people to a website, and the website basically said, hey, if you send us a Bitcoin, we'll double it. If you send us 2K, we'll send you 4K back. And it was Elon Musk. And so somehow they used some type of graphics to make it look like Elon Musk was actually saying it. And it looked so real, bro. It looked so real. It almost got me. I had to look at it and be like, oh no, this is one of those scams. But it was sending people to a website, and it was claiming that it was Elon Musk saying, hey, yeah, our trading bot will double your money in a day, or whatever it was. Very sophisticated, very sketchy. Like, so y'all be careful, because again, graphics and that type of stuff has become very sophisticated to where it's very tricky. It looks real, man. It looks real. You got to be really, really careful. Yeah. Everybody thinks 75 basis points, but the financial institutions are asking for 100, so 100 is not out the question. The Fed is not overly concerned about stock market, but bringing down inflation. Yeah, for sure. All right, so look, we took a little bit of profit on this trade. We caught the bounce, and then it's pulling back some. I appreciate your opinion. I would rather do it myself. What exchange do you use? For what? There's no way you're going to stay live until the FOMC meeting. No, we're not. We're not staying live until FOMC. We're going to go live. We're going to end this at about probably like 10:30. And then we're going to close down, and then we're going to start back up at like 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, we're gonna shut it down in between. We're not going to just stream for 8 hours. We're going to stream, and then we're going to close down, and we're going to start streaming again. All right, guys, market's still pumping up though, so we caught a little bit of a bounce to make your trades. I'm not really recommending anybody give anybody money. So it's one of those things where you're gonna be your own best advocate. It depends on what you're trying to do. There's a lot of nuance to it, man. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to invest? Are you trying to trade? Are you trying to trade crypto? Are you trying to trade stocks or equities? Are you trying to trade futures? Like, what are you trying to do, man? It's very difficult for me to say, and I usually stray away from that. You're gonna have to just research it, and good luck. It's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, or it's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is the Fed meeting? Who, Jarrett? Yeah, what's his name? I don't see anybody under that name, Jarrett. Sounds like a Twitter profile, but just be careful, It's a website. Yeah, y'all just be careful. What's up, Strim? Hey, nice bulls. I saw the weirdest thing the other day. Yeah, I don't want to get in that thing, man. It might be kind of like funny though. What thing pod? What are you talking about, man? Yeah, bro, I didn't get enough sleep last night, dude. I'm tired. So it's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the actual conference is gonna, or when the actual like rate hike decision is gonna be, and then at 2:30 they're gonna do a press conference about it. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, Jarrett, like most of the time I'm very hesitant with anybody trying to promote themselves in my room. You know, it's one of the reasons like old boy got banned the other day. It's because it's like I've just seen it so much. Y'all gotta understand, like I've seen it so much where somebody with some type of financial service comes to my channel and comes to my chat, starts to be really loud in my chat, and then tries to subtly promote themselves, and then gets weird when I won't let them. And they're like, "Hey, I've been here for 2 days, bro. You won't let me promote myself for free on your channel, dude? What the heck, man?" You know, it happens so much that it's like after a certain point, like I've been doing this for years now. Like after a certain point, it's just kind of like, all right, like I just start to watch anybody with any type of financial service sounding name or use, you know. You know, and I see it so much, bro. Again, people are nice because they want me to promote them, you know. And so at a certain point, you just got to be like, "Yo, I'm not promoting you." Just like the TikTok dude the other day, I was just kind of like, "Nah, I'm not promoting you, bro." You know. So if I feel like I'm getting sold on something, if I feel like somebody's trying to use me, I usually just kind of, you know. He never really did that. He tried to do an affiliate program with you, and he said like you stopped answering him or whatever. Yeah, because that's not really what I'm trying to do either, man. You know, like I'm not really trying to send my viewers anywhere. You know, and again, that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. No offense to him, but it's just not something I'm interested in doing. Yeah, strip. But I mean, no, Jarrett, just to put it out there, that's exactly what I just talked about. You know, hey, thank you, Matt. I can see pre-market on IB charts. They suck. Yeah. Yeah, you can see them somehow on IB. You can see pre-market. I just don't know how. I've never used IB, but I'm sure there's a way to look at it. You know, I'm sure there's a way to look at pre-market. You know. Hey, yeah, you can buy me some coffee, bro. Yeah, well, that's cool, man. At least he got a job, dude. Like I said, I'm not really trying to hire anybody either, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hire anybody. I'm not trying to deal with somebody's partner with somebody's service. You know. Not most of the time. It depends on who it is, you know. But I just get a lot of people coming here and they want to work with me and they want me to find them jobs to do. And like we're a small YouTube channel, we just don't need that many people, bro. You know, I also don't want to really work with or send my viewers to any financial service like that, to be honest. Like any person saying that they're gonna make another trader money, like individually, like copy trading on crypto platforms is fine because the person can actually pick out who they like, and that's actual platform. But like an individual person trying to say, "Hey, I'll make you guys money," that's too liability ridden for me. So I'm not really trying to send my viewers there either. You know, it's just not really what I'm about. Like we're just a free resourcing community. My job is to protect traders, you know, here. And I get a lot of people coming here trying to send my viewers somewhere, trying to use my viewers in one way or another. And my job is to kind of, you know, I'll be polite to them, but I'm not going to send my viewers to them, you know. I have no leverage positions open right now, just some small grid bots. Hey, good luck, Bob. Is it best to work full time if you don't have enough money for the account? Yeah, probably. You know, it depends. You know, you certainly shouldn't quit your job and try trading. That's usually the wrong move. How's Top Step going? Top Step's going good. This is my graph for the last 7 days. Last 4 days, really. It's a 4-day chart. But yeah, this is my graph. It's pretty solid. Is it your YouTube? AJ? Send it to me on Discord. I'll vet it real quick. Billy. Biden's gonna speak to you in about. Honestly, bro, they just need to leave Russia alone, dude. You know, like that's some scary news today about all that stuff going on over there, man. That's some scary stuff. All right, guys. So again, we're trying to pop up a little bit. We're trying to bounce. Try to be patient here. Uh, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Fed rate hike decision is going to be. At 2:30, they're going to do a press conference about it. Yeah, AJ, I don't know, bro. If it was your channel, I might let you. But, you know, like, listen, if you've been coming here for years and you want to promote your stuff, I'll promote it. You know what I mean? Depending on what it is. As long as it's not, like, financial related, to be honest. Again, what do you guys think we're going to show for the Fed rate hike decision? I think 75 basis points is almost a certainty. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope they show 50, but I think that's incredibly unlikely. I think it's almost certainly going to be 75. And I think in that situation, how do you think the market's going to react? Do you think the market's going to go up or down from that reaction? We did a few polls today. We got about 30-something votes. 52 or 53% of people think we're going to raise rates over 75 basis points. A lot of people are expecting 100. I think that's unlikely. I think if that does happen, the market's going to tank, though. I think the market's going to drop big if we show a 100 basis point rate hike. I think it's very likely we're showing 75. I think expectations are for 75. But I do see some people calling for 100, specifically financial institutions. And so in that regard, I hope they don't get what they want. I hope we just show 75 and we kind of ease into it. We'll see, though. Hey, good luck, Bob. How long until the rate decision? At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How many hours do you trade every day? Maybe an hour. Hour tops, probably. You know, I don't trade much. Again, these results are me trading about an hour every day. You know, I trade from the opening bell to about 10:30, and that's it. So, you know, about an hour. I usually don't trade longer than that. I attack the opening volatility, and then I just bow out. Is usually what I do. All right, team. Should be a fun day, though, man. Rate hike decisions today. Oof, we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. Could be chaotic day, to be honest. All right, guys. SPY consolidating here. Hopefully we get some good stuff, man. Seems like the Fed needs to change their source of info with tech as advanced as it is, using lagging indicators for their rate decision seems dated. Yeah, potentially. Data is good, but use it to buy assets. You can, yeah, 100%. Hey, what's up, scientist? That's the most profitable time in your opinion. I think 5 minutes after the 5 to 10 minutes after the opening bell up until about 10:30, 10:45 is the most profitable time to day trade specifically. I think anything outside of that, we might have some kind of slow, choppy action. I think big money tries to put fear into retail. I think we have some. Wait, what was the other financial news drop in here? Didn't we already get some stuff happening? Did we have NBA? Yeah, we had NBA mortgage rates show 6.25%, 30-year mortgage rate. NBA mortgage applications came in at 3.8%. The NBA mortgage index came in at 200.1. Mortgage index, mortgage market index came in at 264.7. The mortgage refinance index came in at 588.1. So we did have that data drop. Again, nothing else really big coming out today, except for existing home sales at 10. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. Some other oil and gas related stuff then too. Yeah. What about after hours or pre-market? Well, it depends on what you're trading. Like, I'll take some small positions, but I'm certainly not scaling up taking big positions in pre-market or extended hours. Not unless I'm swing trading. Like, I'll swing trade and make money, and it doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. Everybody's a little bit different, to be honest. It doesn't mean I'm right or wrong, but I think I'm gonna take it very easy in pre-market because I don't think there's much edge there. I think it's very difficult to make money in those situations. All right, guys. So again, we're in the SPY right now, kind of break even. So Twitter has some news here. Let's see what we show. Again, I'm not really taking any positions yet. All right, so Elon Musk is going to answer questions under oath next week. Yeah, Twitter's going to reportedly depose Elon next week in Delaware, part of the ongoing process over their $44 billion acquisition deal. If we look at Twitter here, down a little bit on the day. If we look at Tesla, up a little bit on the day, or down a little bit on the day as well. I mean, here's Apple. Apple right back to the 156 level. So Apple kind of held its gains nicely here. Disney down to the 107s again. Microsoft up there to 242s. We got Meta here, still dipping down to 140s. Meta, I don't know. I'm trying to I've been thinking about this for a long time about whether I think there's value in buying Meta down here. Let me know what you guys think. Do y'all think there's value in buying Meta right here? I'm not sure, to be honest. I really don't know in this situation. Part of me thinks there is, but part of me thinks there's big amounts of risk, considering the loss of just attention that Facebook has had over the last couple really years. Just other social media platforms are bigger, and so in that regard, I think Facebook might be in trouble. Meta might be in trouble. All right, so so the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield is at is at highs right now. So all right, guys. FOMC day. Ooh, man, we'll see what we get. Again, market kind of choppy right now. Not any crazy action. I'm DCAing into Meta. AJ's asking how to find you in Discord. Here, just go to the main chat. I'll open it up. I haven't even opened Discord today, bro. My bad, dude. Opening it right now. Man, I'm just super pumped that our Discord has this much activity. Nick Papagiorgio from Huma is my Discord account. It's from Vegas Vacation, if you guys remember Nick Papagiorgio. You know, might be trying to name. What's a good everybody? What's a good Discord name? Should I change it? Give me some suggestions here. Should I change my Discord name? Right now it's Nick Papagiorgio from Huma, but maybe I should change it. Hey, what's up, RC? Hey, what's up, Richard? Hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, of course, Stalin. It's all good, bro. If the rate hike comes in as expected, how will stocks respond? I'm not sure. I know more people that are screwed because of yeah, I've already got it. You know. Hey, what's up, Cap? Good morning to you as well, brother. Thank you, man. All right, guys. Market's starting to bounce back a little bit. Kind of slow, though. FOMC meeting's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And maybe we'll stream the whole thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I? I could, I guess. It's going to be some boring parts. Probably not. What I might do, though, is, you know, wait and we'll see. I don't know. So I'm in Discord. Pitch the meeting. Hey, what's up, Trek? Yeah, I just commented on our main day trading chat, AJ, if you want to find me, bro. Yeah, and again, I mean, I'm not trying to knock anybody, but just kind of just a heads up to everybody here, right? I get so many people that try to be nice to me for a few days and then try to subtly promote their own content to my following. You know, I'm not going to allow it to. So, like, if you're trying to do that here, you're just wasting time. You know, as soon as I see it, I'm going to either boot you out of here or I'm going to delete the post and, you know, put you in timeout or whatever it is, right? So it's not even worth a shot. If you really want me to promote your stuff, you can message me. But don't get mad if I say no. You know, if it's something harmless, like somebody else's funny video, maybe, you know, but probably, I don't know. We'll see. But if it's your own content, unless you've been a long-term member here, unless you've been here for like a long time, you know, and it's something that doesn't compete directly with me, then I'll give you some plugs. I don't mind. I'll give you some free shout outs. That's cool. But if you're trying to promote something that does the same thing that I'm doing, or if you know, are trying to promote some type of financial service, you know, it's probably not going to happen. All right, guys, market's moving back up here. A small little green trade. Let's take another little piece off and just kind of sit on this 15 shares. Getting a little bit of a rebound here. Yeah, the easiest way to put it, Cap, is you find what you're passionate about and you monetize that. Full stream, you're good enough, smart enough, and everybody likes you. Man, just boost my ego in here, car guy. My ego's just out of control right now. Oh, it's Trek in Discord. Okay, got you. What's up, Gary? Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. How long does it take people to save up enough for their account? It feels like forever. Well, it's a subjective thing, bullseye. And so it depends on what you're using. It depends on how much you make, you know. How much you make is going to vastly differ from person to person, you know. Hey, what's up, Smile? Papa Giorgio, hey, the man, you know. Hey, that's beautiful, Chris. I love San Marcos, man. The Aggies, they get serious, bro. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, y'all be careful today, dude. It'll be a fun day, though. I see now. Okay, at first I didn't know. Yeah, all good, AJ. I'll check a look at it, bro. Yeah, now I see. Everybody likes you. That's the bit from what Stewie or whatever his name is. I think I remember him from SNL. All right, guys. Hey, what do you guys think the market's gonna do today? Green or red day today? All right, guys. So market bounced up really nicely here, holding a little piece of this though. So we're not really making too much money. We're just kind of sitting on this. Meta starting to rebound here. We're watching it. We got Apple up here, down to 156. What's AMC and Ape doing, man? AMC and Ape are just struggling, bro. I mean, listen, just not doing great. Bed Bath and Beyond as well, just struggling. Down to 760, just not doing that hot. What else we got, guys? We got Apple. There's Tesla in the middle here. Tesla's still over 300, so I think that's okay. Disney. We ended up selling this one yesterday, and it looks like it was the right move. All right, guys. Market's starting to rebound a little bit. I don't know what I want to do regarding like how much to put into this. We're taking our time and being patient here, but I don't know how much we want to do. What's the fastest way to sell pre-market on TOS? Put in an EXT order for time and force, and then sell the bid. You'll get an instant fill. You should get an instant fill. Yeah. Yeah, well, going overseas is always going to be a risk in terms of like overseas platforms to circumvent the PDT rule. They're always going to have just really high fees. It's just not going to be worth it. Like the edge you get from having zero commissions is huge, you know. And this is a big topic of discussion. But the edge that you're going to get from having no PDT rule is much larger than any edge you're going to get from getting around or the edge you're going to get from having zero commissions is going to be much larger than the edge you're going to get from circumventing the PDT rule overseas. You know what I mean? So it's like you can go overseas to some of these platforms, but you're going to get eaten alive in fees, and you're just not going to be making much money, you know? And again, you can trade with no PDT rule with a cash account. You know, the best way to do it is probably to take like 3,000 or 4,000, split it into two, and then you got $2,000 a day to trade with the cash account. You can't short, of course, but you can go long. And you can use $2,000 in equity per day to trade small, but also have zero commissions. That's the biggest edge you're going to get in a cash account, in my opinion. Under 25K, that is. You know, anything outside of that, you know, you can try, but most of the time you're just going to be donating your money, you know, and so it is what it is. So there's an Aegon the Conqueror Targaryen preview. All right, guys, market's still pumping up here. And again, we're holding 15 shares. Made a little $15 or so, a little bit less. So again, you sell the bid, you should get an instant fill just like that. You see, we almost get an instant fill. So again, the limit orders, they go like this. So selling on the bid, that's what buyers are bidding on. So you're going to get an immediate fill selling there. Buying the ask price is what the sellers are asking. And so you're going to get an immediate fill there. Those are limit orders. And so if you want to get filled immediately, you buy the ask, you sell the bid. It's an immediate fill. You know, the opposite of that is going to be tough fills to get. It's going to take a long time. You know, it's going to be tough to get fills. It's going to take a long time. You know what I mean? So just y'all be careful. There's the SPY at 385.30s. So starting to rip up some. We're still holding a piece. Tesla starting to bounce back. Again, we do have Aapl up here. Aapl at 156.60s. And so again, we got some movement there. Hey, what's up, JJ? Market's bouncing back a little bit. Green on the day after big drops yesterday pre-closing bell. The PDT rule, yes, per exchange, correct. I mean, you can split it up into multiple, but, you know, again, cash accounts, breaking your cash account, dividing it by 2, and using that amount per day to get around the PDT rule and to get around the T2 rule is what you want to do, right? Like if you got a $5,000 account, you divide that by 2, you get $2,500 a day, right? So you trade one day, you trade the next, your funds from the first day are settled the next, and then you rinse and repeat that. So you basically, if you have a $5,000 account, cash account, there's no PDT rule, and you can day trade as much as you want as long as you have the equity, but you got to wait 2 days for your funds to settle after each trade. So you take half your equity once, half your equity the next day, half your equity one day, half your equity the next day, and you'll have basically half your equity every day to day trade with. So if you got a $5,000 account, you get $2,500 a day, which is plenty, you know, to day trade. You got to use small size, of course, but, you know, it's still the most reasonable way to get around the PDT rule, in my opinion. Say you don't have 5K, well, then you probably shouldn't be day trading, you know, to be honest. I mean, listen, you can day trade, but the risk of losing your money is just going to go up dramatically with anything under like $2,000. The risk of losing your money is going to go up dramatically. The fees, if you go overseas, are going to destroy any profits you make. And, you know, to be honest, I think swing trading is a better option if you got a really small account. You know, swing trading is a better option. You know, that or the futures market. You know, futures market will get you around the PDT rule as well. And you can essentially trade the SPY just like I trade. But, you know, you can trade micro contracts and not need a ton of money to do so. You know, if you use a margin account with, you know, you can trade a $5,000 margin account in the futures market, and you can day trade as much as you want. No PDT restrictions. All right, so we're still moving up here. We're still holding a piece of this, about $16 in profit. Yeah, but swing trading, but it's not about being risky. Swing trading is obviously risky as well. But when you have such a small account, day trading is not meant for that. You know, in order to day trade, you need more money, you know. And trying to day trade with such a small account is just going to, most of the time, be a donation to your brokerage or to other traders who have larger accounts. You can do it, but it's incredibly difficult and very hard to succeed in. It's difficult to succeed in day trading anyway. Trying to day trade with a $1,000 or $2,000 account or less than that is just very, very low probability of success. Swing trading can give you an edge in that you can swing trade. You're not restricted by the PDT rule, and your percentage gains per trade are going to be much, much larger than day trading, right? So even though you got to hold overnight, if you base it off of extension with smart calculated moves, if you base it off of sympathy with smart calculated moves and swing trading, that's a better way to grow your account. With like a smaller account, it's easier to grow a small swing trading account than it is to grow a small day trading account. Trying to grow a small day trading account, even though it's something like gurus and other people pump, like, oh, look at me, I turned $1,000 into $100K in 6 weeks by my trading course, right? Most of the time, they're just trying to sell you stuff, but it's almost impossible to do that. Almost impossible. You could do it, but it's just very low odds. And so, in the end, in order to really make any reasonable amount of money, there's just a lot of ways that you could just lose your money trying to day trade a small account. Yeah, I mean, you could try the top step combine as well, like Zachariah is saying. Yeah, Tesla started to rebound here. And again, people get mad at me for saying this. Again, you shouldn't get mad at me. It's just the truth. I know the truth hurts. It might make you kind of frustrated. But this is the reality of it. I have no reason to lie. I'm just being honest, and nobody else will, because most of the time they're trying to sell you stuff. And so in the end, that's just the reality of it. And so it's one of those things where if you got less than $2,000, it's probably just much better to just save up more money, and understand you'll probably lose that money as well. Paper trade, there's a lot of ways. Futures market will get you around the PDT rule as well, but it just takes time. You can lose your money trading a large account. Why risk 25K if you can't trade? Why not risk less? Well, because you're going to be severely restricted by the PDT rule. And I disagree with the PDT rule as well. I think it makes traders lose more money. It makes day traders save up 25K and risk that for their first account if they want to day trade without restriction. Which is the easiest way to day trade. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's much easier for me to day trade my $25,000 account than it is to day trade a $2,000 account. I severely disagree with the PDT as well. Like, I certainly don't think the PDT rule is a good thing. But trying to trade a very small account, day trading is very, very, very difficult. Just not something that most people are going to be able to do. That's not true at all. So, not true at all, Bullseye. So, Bullseye said if you can't make money with 2,500, you can't make money with 25K. Not true at all. With 2,500, you're going to be severely restricted. And so, it's going to be harder to make money with 2,500 than it is going to be with 25K. It's a lot easier to make money with 25K than it is to make money with 2,500 in day trading. Because, again, the restrictions of the PDT rule handicap you massively, in that way. Like, it's going to be very difficult. Not impossible, but just very hard to do. Yeah, we're gonna put you in timeout, Hyper. I'm not claiming to be some expert, Hyper, and so spamming something because yeah, you can take sounder positions with a larger wallet, 100%. Well, yeah, I mean that's true in every regard, Bullseye, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. It's just the same. It doesn't mean day trading with the $2,500 account is the same as day trading with the $25,000 account. Listen, I have done both. Right now, I'm trading with a $30,000 account, right? It is far easier to day trade a $30,000 account. It's far easier to make money. The edge is far higher with my $30,000 account to make money than it would ever be with the $2,500 account, without question. Not even arguable, I think, because again, I can day trade as much as I want. I can buy large, more stable, reliable companies in day trading that show obvious trends. I can buy broad market ETFs easier that show obvious trends better than cheaper stocks. I can buy more shares, take less reward. There's just a lot of reasons trading a larger account is easier. It doesn't mean it's impossible to do so with a small account. But again, it's sensationalized is the big thing you guys got to understand. Anyways, And it's all good. It's all good. Like, good discussion here, educational discussion. So it's all good. But yeah, just trust me. It's far easier to trade my $30,000 account than if I was given a $2,500 account. Trying to make profit on that account would be noticeably harder and more difficult, because the main reason is because I'm restricted. On this account, I can trade as much as I want. I can trade 40 times a day if I want to on this account. So it's like, if I get into a little losing streak, I can keep trading high probability setups and come back in green. Right? If I'm on a $2,500 account and I've traded as much as I can that day and I'm down, I have no chance of coming back. I have no chance of rebounding. I can't trade anymore. I'm restricted. So there's a big edge in trading a large account. And it sucks. I just disagree with the PDT rule. I think the PDT rule is ridiculous. It's only really meant to protect banks and brokerages, to allow them to sit on your money longer. Allow them to, the T2 rule specifically, it just allows them to sit on your money longer. The PDT rule makes new traders trade with $25,000 for their first account so they can actively day trade. And most traders end up losing their first account. So you're essentially making traders lose $25K for their first account. It's just a ridiculous rule that shouldn't be there. And they say it's to protect traders, and it's really not. It actually ends up hurting traders more. So yeah, they haven't had a 100 basis point rate hike in over 25 years. You think they're going to do it today? Let me know what you guys think. Hey, what's up, Michael? Let's all just be respectful. Yeah, let's all be respectful, guys. It's all good. 125 basis point rate hike? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm reading this Twitter post that says if you haven't been trading for 25 years or more, you've never seen a 100 basis point rate hike. Let the Hunger Games begin. Is that accurate? I don't know. Is that chat? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong here. Or I'm not really the wrong one. Y'all correct me if this is wrong. Has it been that long? 25 years since we've seen a 100 basis point rate hike decision? It's a she, Chris. But yeah, 100%, guys. Yeah, like she could have her own opinion. It's all good, guys. Like I said, y'all just be respectful. Good luck. I hope she makes money. I really do. I'm not knocking her. Like I hope you make money, Bullseye. I really do. I think it's possible. And again, listen, what I would do if I was you, Bullseye, is I would probably swing trade, because I think swing trading gives you the best chance to grow your account. Swing trade / invest. Right? Paper trade on another platform while you're learning, and then swing trade, put that money and let it work for you. Try to grow it that way. That's what I would do. Again, not an investment professional, not liable. If you lose, make your own assessment, trade responsibly. Good luck. I hope you succeed. If you want to day trade, go ahead. All good. There's a chance. I mean, it's possible. It's just hard. So all good. You know what I mean? I grew up in the 70s. It was so bad. Honestly, my dad made me drink powdered milk, bro. My dad made me drink powdered milk. I always hated it, So yeah, I had to drink powdered milk too when I was a kid. It was not fun. It was not good, man. I always was really stubborn. Ironically, though, my wife bought a bunch of powdered milk just as backup years and years ago, and that stuff stays good for so long. And so when we run out of milk, I'm a big cereal person, so I eat a lot of cereal. I use powdered milk sometimes. It's really not that bad. But yeah. Shout out to you. Powdered milk, yes or no, guys? Should we do a poll? All right, guys. Market bouncing back a little bit. Again, it's almost 8 a.m. We got the Fed rate hike decision today. We'll see what we get, guys. $100 is still possible market. Yeah, I think 75 is far more likely. Yeah, I think 75 is almost certain. I think 100 basis points. I think anything outside of 75 is going to cause a big knee-jerk reaction to the stock market and everything, crypto, everything. So I think if we show 75, market might have a neutral reaction. I think if we show 100, the market's going to fall fast. I think if we show 50, the market's going to rip up fast. And so I think we're going to get a knee-jerk reaction. If anything, it's outside of 75 basis points. All right, guys, the market's starting to bounce back. Tesla's still rebounding some. All right, guys, market's starting to rebound again. Let's give it time. Let's be patient here. Yeah, everybody has. Yeah, for sure, Marco. That's kind of what I use powdered milk when there's no milk, for sure. FOMC meeting is at 2:30 is the press conference. The actual rate hike decision is going to drop at 2 p.m. Yeah, what's up, Mario? How is it possible the market's rising up, but the dollar index is as well? Can somebody explain why? Well, it's not perfect. No correlations are perfect in the stock market. So if you look at the dollar index here, no correlations are perfect, and you know, there's a lot more nuance to it, I guess is the best way to put this. So if we look at this in pre-market since, you know, yesterday, I don't know. The market's actually kind of trending with the dollar, which is kind of strange. Look, so the market somehow is trending with the dollar. I don't know. You know, usually there's an inverse correlation, but not always. And, you know, nothing's 100%. There's more nuance. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Fed's decision on how much they're going to raise rates is going to be announced. And then at 2:30, they're going to do a press conference with Jerome Powell. That's essentially what's going on. And again, guys, this is my progress on Top Step. 4 days so far. Today's going to be day 5. I don't know if I'm really going to be trading this super heavily today. I think that in that regard, we might get some, again, especially today being the Fed meeting day, I think we might get choppy action. And so y'all want to be careful. But here's my progress on Top Step so far. If you, they are a sponsor of my video, so I did put that out there, of course. But we're doing pretty good on the platform. They actually give me a bonus if I get funded. And so I'm really pushing to get funded. So far in this account, you can see here, we are up $822 in this account. Our best day is $380 in profit. Our worst day was $67 in losses. So we are $822 there, almost 10%. This is our graph so far. So we've only had one losing day in gross profit. We'll see if we keep it up. Again, Top Step is a funded account program. They give you a demo if you can hit their target on the demo while following their rules and conditions. They fund you, you know, between 50 up to 150,000 with a 90% split, regulated by the U.S. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. They're who everybody else copies off of in terms of their funded accounts. And yeah, if you want to check them out, great way to help support the channel. I'm certainly biased in their favor because they are a sponsor of my video. But if you want to help support the channel, there's the link in chat. TAOP. Tesla bouncing back, market rebounding a little bit too. Here's TAOP. We can look at the movers here, the Benzinga movers. So here's the Benzinga movers from today. We've had a few people complain that I don't show this anymore. We can show it for a split second. We just don't have that much screen space for this anymore. Benzinga, great tool. And if you want to try them out, you can. Completely free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. Here is the movers list today. So nothing really gapping up today. Let's look at regular or pre-market gainers and only gainers. RMAD. So some penny stocks running, but aside from that, we're pretty slow. It looks like there's RMAD. It's gapping up some. CPHI. Again, penny stocks. Nothing really crazy. Popping up a lot of unknown. SONN. TAOP. So nothing really moving today, guys. Very slow day in terms of small caps. There's Meta down to 150s. Here's Apple. Again, we sold our Disney trade yesterday. Going really well with our swing trading. The FOMC meeting is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, guys. I'm going to end up putting something. Look at the bottom of the screen here. Look, I'm going to weatherman it. Look right there. You know, I'm going to weatherman it. 2 p.m. Yeah, for sure, Tony. 100%, man. Yeah, it should be an interesting day. It should be a fun day, to be honest. All right, guys. Market bouncing back a little bit. Again, we're holding a little piece of the SPY here. Bought a little dip. Only trade we've gotten into today. We're up about $20. Not too bad. Make sure there's no rules on trading the Top Step Combine today specifically. Do we have some earnings today too? General Mills this morning. No big earnings today. Tomorrow we have Costco, so we're going to be covering the Costco earnings probably. Costco and FedEx probably. I'm waiting for earnings season again. It's kind of been slow. Next Tuesday we start some earnings. We got like BlackBerry earnings dropping. Thursday next week we've got nothing really. Or Wednesday we got nothing really. Thursday we got Bed Bath & Beyond earnings, MU earnings next week too. So we got some stuff dropping next week. Friday, nothing really. So all right, well, we got some time. Top of the morning. Hey, what's up, Andre? The market shall remain green all day lest there be a 100 basis point hike. We'll see, brother. We'll see, man. Can you see CLNN 70% decrease of risk of mortality? CLNN. Yeah, I just don't know enough about these penny stocks or these biotech companies, man. I just don't know enough about them. I think they're very risky long-term holds, and most of the time they're very sensationalized. So I just try to stay away from them, Jose. I hope you understand, brother. I appreciate the $5, bro. You know, and like I said, I'd love to say good things, but I just don't know anything about this company, man. And so any biotech penny stock that's obscure, I usually just refuse to hold overnight at all. There's too much risk there. Yeah, so they mentioned they are predictable, so 75 basis points, the focus would be on terminal rate and projection economic data of 22, 23. Or, yeah, 100%. That'll be the more interesting look today. No. So the data doesn't come out today at 8:30. The data drops at 2 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. So yeah, y'all be safe in these markets, man. I'm looking at the rules for Top Step. I want to make sure I'm not breaking any rules here. Let me check this out. Rules. Let's see. All right, so it looks like all right, guys. I'm looking at when the restrictions are. So apparently they got rid of Top Step got rid of the restriction on trading during economic releases. And so the only restriction is that you can't trade past 4:10 market time in the afternoon. So you can't trade past 10 minutes after the closing bell. You can't trade from 4:10 to 6 p.m. market time. If you trade during those hours, it's against the rules. Outside of that, everything is kind of fine, you know. Aside from that, I should be able to do okay in this. I think we're following the rules pretty well. Yeah, we can trade everything we're trading. Okay, nice, bro. Okay, cool. So yeah, they got rid of the rule on restrictions on trading during economic releases here. All right, guys, so we're in this. I'm going to go ahead and take another piece and then just hold a small little piece just for fun in the rest of this. So we've made a little bit of trade. Yeah, HKD is one of those stocks. How long till Fed hikes? Got a different time zone. It hikes at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time now, roughly. We got about 6 hours until the Fed decision. 6 hours. About 5 hours. If you want to exact, about 5 hours and 48 minutes until the Fed announces their rate hike decision. About 5 hours, 49 minutes. VRAX. Yeah, VRAX is just down big on the day. Again, I kind of don't trade penny stocks a ton. Most of the time I'm trading large caps because there's a big edge there. It's one of the larger edges that you get from trading, you know, like I'm trading. The economic data is released at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, guys. If we look at the Bloomberg calendar, kind of shows when everything is. The mortgage rates are already out. At 10 and 10:30, we've got like existing sales, existing home sales, crude oil imports and inventories, all that stuff. So we do have some stuff like that today. But the actual release is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And then at 2:30, Jerome Powell's going to do his press conference. And we're going to cover that fully live here as we normally do. You know, hopefully we get some good stuff. Get some polls here. Let's check out what our polls are showing. We did some polls. Again, let's see what we're showing here. Right now, and most people are expecting 75 basis points, which is kind of what I expect as well. I think we're going to show 75 basis points. If we look at our poll here on Twitter or on YouTube here, here's our poll. So again, this is our poll right now. 8% of people think 50 basis points, which I think is about right. I think we're unlikely showing 50 basis points. Most people agree we're going to probably show 75. The other 32% of people think we're going to show 100, which I think is possible. Again, I give it about a 20% shot that we're going to show 100. So I think it's possible, but it's unlikely. And then 5% of people think we're going to do over 100. I don't think we're doing over 100. I think chaos will ensue. And I think the Fed understands that. Even if they say that they don't care about what happens in the stock market, I think they do. And I think they understand that we don't... I think they understand that, you know, we're going to watch it. What was the Canadian CPI? Didn't that just come out? It came out yesterday. And we covered it yesterday when it dropped. Canadian CPI was 7% versus 7.3% expectations. Their month-over-month CPI was minus 0.3% versus minus 0.1% expectations. So it's actually, the Canadian CPI dropped yesterday, and it came in lower than expected. Housing permits and housing starts did come out, and they were lower than expected as well, which negatively impacted markets too, you know. All right, guys. So yeah, we got some interesting action here. Here's the Q at 289s, Tesla at 308s. I don't think market is going to rally upside unless we show 75 or less. All right, guys, market bouncing up a little bit here. We'll see if it continues. Again, green or red day today. I'm looking at Twitter. We did a Twitter poll as well here. Let's take a look at what we showed. So we did do a Twitter poll based off of today's FOMC meeting. Yo, do me a favor. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Beginner Trades. Everybody go click this. Give me a follow right here, guys. Right here. Give me a follow on Twitter. It's twitter.com/@BeginnerTrades. Y'all go hit that follow button. I'll consider it a favor if you do. Will the Fed raise rates over 75 basis points? We did this poll. We got a decent amount of votes. 51%. We're pretty split, though. 51% think yes. I think they're wrong. I don't think we're going to raise rates over 75. I think we're almost certainly going to raise at 75. About 49% of people think no, we're not. I'm in that 49% that think we're not going to raise rates over 75. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Again, nobody really knows here. And so it's one of those things there's a big question mark in that regard. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Again, I hope we don't. I hope it's just 75. But who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. Also got some stuff going on in Russia right now. Russia's calling to mobilization. And, that's causing some fear, I think, as well. It's the partial military mobilization. Hey, thank you guys. Jamie, my man. Shane. Hey, bro, we got a check mark here. That's cool. All right, team. Hey. Y'all stay safe in this market, man. From what I see, my tools mortgage rates are up. Hope it goes to 200 today for you. And if it does, I'll be buying and selling right along. Honestly, if it goes to 200, I'm buying the dip. I tend to be a bottom feeding dip buyer. And so I look for stuff to get really beat up, and then I buy those dips and I hold it long term if I need to. Like Disney. Disney's just a money-making machine, man. People hate them, but they own everything. They own Marvel, Star Wars, ESPN. As I've always said, my favorite things, and I think they're diversified enough in media to where they're just a powerhouse long term. And so anytime Disney drops down to the $100 level, I usually buy that dip, and I'm willing to hold it for years if I need to. But we'll see. Again, there's a lot of question marks. It's kind of a coin flip trying to take any big sizable positions pre-FOMC rate hike decision, just because there could be chaos that ensues regarding what they announce. And I think in that way, you just got to be careful. And, if you're holding stuff long term, I don't think it matters that much. But if you're holding any short term position, you need to just be very careful taking any sizable positions ahead of this FOMC meeting. Same thing with big earnings. Same thing with CPI. Nobody really knows unless you have insider information what the rate's going to show, how much they're going to raise rates. And so I think you just got to be very, very careful in that way and just not push too heavy, Yeah. There we go. We need to raise to 100 basis points to get it over with. Yeah, I understand that. Who knows if that's what they're actually going to do, though, They announced Give Me Music at 2 p.m., so in 5.5 hours, basically. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Hey, shout out to you guys, though. We got a lot of people showing up. You got a lot of people showing up here thinking that it drops at 8:30. So, hey, shout out to you guys. Y'all are wrong, but I appreciate y'all being like, hey, it's almost 8:30. Let's go check out Beginner Trading. He's going to drop the news on us. And I would, and I'm sorry, and you should stick around anyway, okay? I would never pressure you to subscribe. But if you don't, I'll hate everybody forever, okay? But with that said, I'm sorry to inform a lot of people here, but the news doesn't drop until 2 p.m. today. So 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Fed's going to announce their rate hike decision. And then at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when your boy JP is going to come on and talk about why they chose to make that decision. And then in a few weeks, they're going to drop what's called the Fed Minutes Report. It's a PDF file that goes a little bit more in detail of why they chose to raise rates at the levels they did. And that's called the Fed Minutes Report. That drops weeks after the Fed FOMC rate hike decision, which is today. And this decision happens every 6 weeks. Just to give you a schedule, every 6 weeks, the Fed announces their decision on whether they want to raise or lower rates. They raise rates aggressively in times of high inflation like now, because the logic is that they raise rates in order to discourage spending, so businesses have to eventually lower prices in order to remain competitive and thus combating inflation. That happens every 6 weeks, right? So the worse inflation is, the more aggressively they'll raise rates. And this time, the expectations for most people are for 75 basis points. Institutions, financial institutions specifically, are pushing for a 100 basis point rate hike. But again, that's unlikely. If it happens, though, the market will probably have a big knee-jerk reaction to the downside, because that's a more aggressive rate hike than they're ultimately expecting. Now, it could happen, And again, there's a balancing act here where the more they raise rates, the more aggressively they raise rates, the more pain we see short term, the more bearish action we see short term, but the more optimism we have versus long-term inflation. The less they raise rates, the more positive short-term reaction we're going to get, the more optimism we have short-term, but it could, depending on how much less they raise rates than expected, that could cause some long-term inflation fears, right? And so again, every 6 weeks they do this. We'll see what happens. 2 p.m. is when the rate hike decision is announced, and most people are expecting 75 basis points. I'll personally be surprised if they don't raise rates 75, and I think if they do, we could have a neutral to bullish reaction from it. I think a lot of people are baked into that, and so I think we could have, a bull reaction, small bull reaction, if we show a 75 basis point rate hike. Again, I think if we show 100 or more, we're going to drop short term. If we show 50 or less, which I think is just incredibly unlikely, we're going to go up short term. And so again, we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, y'all do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well, guys. We certainly appreciate you all. My big thing here is we just give out free stock market content. So we don't sell or charge for anything. We don't claim to be experts. We don't act like gurus. We put everything out there for free. I mean, we post affiliate links and have sponsors and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'm in this to make money, as you should understand. Anybody out here is doing this to make money. If they say they're not, they're, I wouldn't trust them. We are here to make money, certainly. And so, of course, we're going to post affiliate links and sponsors and stuff like that, which should be understandable. But outside of that, we don't actually charge for any of our content. I don't claim to be an expert either. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And y'all hit that subscribe button. It's going to be rough if it's 100, for sure. People who bought Disney below $100 are lucky. I was talking about Disney the whole time at 100. Hey, dude, where can we watch the live meeting? Right here, bro. We're going to cover it right here, man. How is 75 basis points baked in? Well, because that's what's been ultimately expected for weeks now. And so if you look at the market over the past couple weeks, that's mostly people getting baked into 75 basis points. Again, the big thing to understand about these economic releases and CPI reports and economic fundamental data, all that stuff, the big thing to understand, especially with earnings as well, is that a lot of the move is actually beforehand. People getting what's called baked in or front loading into these moves, right? And so sometimes you'll see a stock that has great earnings and then they'll tank. Or sometimes you'll see a stock that has terrible earnings and then they'll just rip up. The reason that happens is because the move's already baked in by the time the earnings report happens. Again, it's buy the rumor, sell the news. It's a very common phrase in trading. And it's because people are taking positions based off of what their predicted outcome is going to be right now. After the outcome, if they're right, they take profit, and if they're wrong, they make emotional exits or entries. But that's kind of what happens. And so to a certain extent, we are baked into 75 basis points already. If you think about how long we've been expecting that for at least a couple weeks now, the market is tanked heading into this. Look at the market drops heading into this. And again, a lot of this is from people speculating that, hey, we're probably at least going to do 75 basis points. And so they're exiting their positions. I liquidated a lot of my positions, swing trade positions leading up to this. Because again, I just think there's too much risk holding through it. And I think a lot of people are expecting that as well. Now, of course, if we show less than 75, we're going to get a big initial reaction to the upside. But again, I don't know if that's going to happen. And again, we'll see. Hey, what's up? What's up, CT? What's up, Chris? All right, guys, we got some stuff popping up. Q up there to 290, 289s. Oh man, I didn't get enough sleep last night, man. Let me hit my coffee real quick. SPY up to 385.40s. Q up to 289s. We got Tesla at 308s. Bitcoin will probably go up to 19.5 before the Fed. Potentially. It depends. Bitcoin will probably react in the same way. So 75 will have a neutral reaction. 100 will have a bearish reaction. Over 100 will have a flash crash. Under 75 will have a bullish reaction. 0 will have a flash bull run. So again, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, Disney's just it's an easy bet long term. Short term, it's speculative, of course. Anything is short term, but long term, betting that Disney's going to be over $125, I think it's a very high probability bet long term. And so it just depends. A lot of people romanticize day trading, and I get it, but to a certain extent, investing is the easiest way to make money in the stock market by far. Like, not even arguable. Investing is the surefire way to make money. Warren Buffett value investing, buying healthy companies, diversifying, and holding for 10 plus years is the easiest way to make money. It's almost guaranteed to make money by doing so, unless some craziness happens. But, Disney is my favorite investing stock just because I just think there's value in where it's at now. You can also see me swing trade Disney a lot. I've talked about this many times today, but like, even if you look at my swing trading on Disney, we swing trade this thing a lot. What I usually do, very easy strategy. We buy dips and we sell on the rips, So again, you can see this here. Here's a great example. This is a scalping Disney, buying the pullback, selling on the rip. Let me go back to a normal time of us on Disney. Buy dips. You can see we're buying down here. We're selling at the top. And you can see we can kind of keep going with this, where we like scale in. We start adding in pre-market. We take profit when we rebound. This is on the Q. My bad, guys. Here, let me put Disney up. That's what was wrong. Okay. That's me scalping the Q. Okay, show trades is there. Let's do a 1 minute chart. There we go. Okay, yeah. Here's a 1 minute chart. Again, you can see we buy Disney at the bottom. We sell at the top. We add at the bottom. We sell at the top. We add at the bottom, slowly scale into positions, and then we sell at the top. Let me put a 5 minute chart up. It's just gonna be easier to see. Yeah. So again, we cut our last remaining Disney shares yesterday. Again, we started to add at 109, added all the way at 107, took profit when we bounced. Again, we add at the bottom, we take profit at the top. We add at the bottom, take profit at the top. We keep going back here. We add at the bottom, start taking profit at the top. And again, I just kind of rinse and repeat that swing trading strategy. Powerful strategy, works really well. But you gotta do it right, and you gotta be okay with sitting on your wins or sitting on your trades for a little while as well. Now, does fall to cruise lines fall? I don't know. Pun intended. We'll see. All right, guys, Tesla bouncing back a little bit. I think we'll see the SPY start to rip back up too. I cut my position, didn't I? No. I'm still holding a piece. Okay. All right, guys, it's 8:30. Nothing comes out in 1 minute. Yeah, I don't think any economic data drops today at 8:30. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, nothing really comes out today. The only thing that comes out today now are existing home sales, crude oil inventories, crude oil imports, stuff like that. And then the Fed rate hike decision at 2, obviously. But for now, nothing really is going on. SPY popping up a little bit. So SPY's doing really nice. Yeah, it's wacky Wednesday. Hey. All right, guys, check out our polls here again. Market rip it up. Let me see if we can add. We might add a little bit on this dip. There's 25 shares again. We just added on the dip after that big bounce here. We'll see if it continues. The rate hike decision's in about 5 hours, bro. Or 6 hours. Almost exactly 6 hours from now. All right, guys. So, yeah, we added a little bit on this dip on the SPY. Just a small little trade. We'll see if we get a rebound back up to here and then take a little bit of profit at that resistance level. You can see Tesla battling that spot now. Take a little bit off there. Giving me a little bit of a cushion today. Also, guys, if y'all want to check out a sponsor of mine, check out Stalk.tech. Okay, Stalk.tech is a trading social media platform. Again, their job is to help retail traders for free, right? So when I take sponsors like this, I try to find sponsors that help retail traders. And this is a company that's eventually going to give you free dark pool and option flow access. They're still in their development stage, but I'll consider it a favor if you join the waitlist with me. And yeah, sign up. Again, their job is to help retail traders over institutions. And so if you want to see more stuff about this, I'll post this link. Again, we are ripping up in the SPY. So we are ripping up in the SPY. Again, we're going to take a little bit off here. Still holding this. Look at Tesla fly here, guys. Look at the SPY rip. Again, I'll post this Stalk.tech link if you want to check them out. Great way to help support your boy here. They are a sponsor of our video. But yeah, man, look at SPY just fly up here. So again, we ended up buying the dip. We're holding this as it rises. SPY up to 386.30s here, 386.30s. So small little gain today, which is fine. Big rip. We're going to go ahead and take profit here and then wait. So not a bad little day. Small green day. Is that movie Moonfall good, bro? Is that movie Moonfall good? Market's starting to rise here, guys. SPY up to 386 this year. I've seen a lot of stuff. It's on HBO Max now. I thought about watching it, but... Hey, shout out to Shane Ewing for following me on Twitter. Apparently he's a reporter. Hey, we appreciate you following me, man. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah, y'all give me a follow on Twitter. Here's the link. Check it out. There's the link in chat. We'll put it up on the screen as well. Here's the link. Follow it. Moonfall wasn't bad, not great. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. It's terrible. Plot is the most ridiculous. Good for a laugh, especially since it's free. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. I see it all the time. It's free, so I thought about watching it. Again, market moving up. Q popping up. Yeah, market's moving up. Do you still think stocks will be bullish and dollar will be bearish if 75 basis points decided this morning? So it's not this morning, Patrick. It's actually going to be this evening at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when they're going to drop that data. I think 75 basis points is a neutral reaction. It's on par with expectations. So, I mean, we'll see. Hey, thank you, Jay, for the follow. Thank you, JD Bruce. Thank you, Jamie Miner. Thank you, guys. We appreciate the follow from you guys as well. Thank you. But no, as for like 75 basis points, again, that's on par with expectation. So I think that's a neutral result. I think that's what's expected at this point in time. So it's kind of a neutral result. And so in that regard, I don't know. I really don't know. Still haven't watched House of Dragons? Oh, bro, you're missing out, dude. It's great. It's great, man. I love it so far, dude. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for Sunday, Hey, thank you, Stain and Jay. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the follows, team. Again, my goal is to put out free stock market information. So, like, that's what we do here. We don't charge for any courses or anything like that. We just kind of put everything out there for free. We have sponsors, of course, but, like, we're just a free resource and community for trades. Will the everything's priced in MFs get wrecked today? I don't know. Again, I think we're priced in to a certain extent, but I think 75 will give us a neutral reaction. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I could very easily be wrong. Maybe we just dump if we show 75. I have no idea. I could be wildly wrong, as we all could. Again, one of the things I understand heavily here is, like, I see so many different stances. I see so much polarized stances here that you never know. You have no idea how the market's going to react. Nobody does here, and people can try to boost their ego and say, oh, I was right about this. But it's like, the big thing to understand is that nobody knows. I've seen people be super confident and then just be wildly wrong. And I see it every day to a certain extent. And so in the end, nobody knows. I could be wildly wrong as well with my guesses here. And they are just that, which is guesses. And so who knows? Hit the sub button, guys. All right, guys, market dipping down a little bit. Tesla testing this previous closing price, which is the level at which Tesla goes from red to green, green to red on the day. We're pulling back to that previous closing level now, and we'll see if we hold. That'll influence the SPY and the Q and everything else here as well. So if you look at the Q, this is all going to be influenced by this. You can see how they all kind of look the same, which is kind of an important thing to understand, which is that most stocks are following these, and these are pushing and influencing most stocks. So especially Tesla, Disney, Apple, stuff like that. All right, guys, market's trying to bounce back again. We'll see if Tesla can hold support here. Big level. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Good morning. Good morning. Bitcoin 1.5 or 1.4K possible. What was the hike percentage? The hike percentage isn't out yet. How's the top step going so far? It's going pretty good. Again, here's our profit graph. We've shown this a few times today. This is our graph for the entire stint so far on top step. So this is the graph so far. So pretty solid. This is our profit graph. So far in gross profits, we're up about 1,100 over 4 days. So we're going pretty good. Again, if you want to take part in it with me, you can see the link pinned to the top of the page. They are a sponsor of our video. Look at the link pinned to the top of the page. We appreciate it. If you want to try to get funded in the futures, Top Step is the one. It's been around for over 10 years now, regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions, fund thousands of traders a year as a prop firm. Check them out. No PDT in futures. Great way to help support the channel. And you can get 20% off if you use that link up there as well. Also, check the description. Man who has predicted a 40% decline in stocks every year since 2010 predicts a 40% decline in stocks after stocks fall 25%. Are they talking about Michael Burry? Here's the problem, though. I see so many bears like this, dude. I see so many bears. And here's the problem. Okay. It's like I've seen bears that have been predicting downfalls. They've been predicting a market crash every year for the last 5 years. And so, like, if you throw darts at a dartboard, eventually it's going to stick, And so it's like, every time we get any type of brutal drop, they're like, see, I told you so. It's like, bro, you've been saying the same thing. You're literally like 20% accurate at this point in time. You're 1 out of 5, sir. At a certain point, we're going to get bear action. We're going to get a winter market. Who knows what we're going to get? I hope we're wrong. Again, I don't want to see the market do bad. I want to see the market do well. When market does bad, people suffer. And so regardless of any stock positions, I want to see the market do well. If I have a short position, which, sometimes I do, which not really any long-term short positions. Most of the time they're day trades. I hope I'm wrong because I want to see the market do well. I don't want to see the market do bad because, again, when the market does poorly, people suffer. And that's not what you want. I'm still not sure if they're talking about Michael Burry. No. So far, what do you think of Top Step? I think Top Step's interesting, man. I think... I get it. I think my mentality of trading here is that I build up small cushions and then I swing into that cushions. And I think if you're going to pass these funded account programs, that's the best move in my opinion. Again, they are a sponsor of my video, so I'm certainly biased in their favor. But with that, I think the easiest way to pass these funded account programs is you build up a cushion first. Like if you know futures, you trade micros, you build up a small cushion of, $100. Then you use that cushion and take a larger swing. And then if you lose on that trade, you lose $100, you go back to square one, you're still break even. And then you try to build up another cushion of $100, and then if you build that cushion, then you can take a larger swing. And then if you make money on that time, then you're up $200 or $300. And then you can either retire for the day up $200 or $300, or you can take a larger swing with that. And then if you take a larger swing and you lose, then you break even again. You start that process back over. I think that's the safest way to build up a cushion and swing into these funded account programs. I think if you think about it in that regard, it makes perfect sense. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm building up a cushion on the day. Again, if you look at this here, we build up this cushion, we lose, we come right back down, we build up another cushion, we swing, it works. Profit graph goes up. And you can see how the profit graph follows that type of strategy that I'm using here. And it works really well. It works really well. Hey, thank you. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tom, is when the press conference is. Can't stop the inevitable. Yeah. I mean, hey. Good luck, guys. Again, we got some votes here. We got about 1,000 people voting on this poll now. About 1,000 people voting on this poll. Over 1,000, actually. So here's the poll so far. Again, Tesla bouncing right at that previous closing price we talked about. Right at that previous close. And so again, it's FOMC day. How much will the Fed raise rates? 8% think 50. Unlikely. Most people, as I do, think 75 basis points is what we're going to get. And, 55% of my voters out of about 1,007 people think 55%. Think, yes, 75 basis points. 32% think 100. I think it's possible that we show 100, but I think it's unlikely. I'd give it about a 20% probability, in my opinion. I think it's a low probability. I think it's possible, but I don't think we're going to be that aggressive in raising rates. Over 100 is incredibly unlikely. If we do, we're going to see a flash crash, and I hope it doesn't happen. So that's the poll right now. 6% of people only think over 100. I don't think we're going to show over 100, but maybe. Let me know what you guys think, team. Again, we got about 45 minutes until the market opens. All right, guys. Again, you can see Tesla bouncing right at that previous closing price. The SPY bouncing. Look at this level we drew at 386 here on the SPY, and look at exactly where we bounce here. So, hey, not saying I'm the best trader ever, but I'm definitely top 3, in sarcasm. Yeah, so we're up to 386.20. So let's look at the high in pre-market right here at 386.50 or so. Half and whole dollars are really relevant. That's why we can see these bounces here. I know I'm kind of joking around, but half and whole dollars are relevant support and resistance areas. All right, guys. Still being patient here. Let's see. We got some consolidation. All right, market pulling back a little bit. I hope the market does better today, guys. I really do. I hope we do well. Top 3, baby. Hey, what's up, Lex? Been day trading for a long time. Never in my life gone through this crazy period. It's a tough year, man. It's a really tough year, to be honest, man. It's just a hard year, bro. There's just a lot of stuff happening, man. Market's actually bearish for the first time in a while. And so, it's just a slow day, guys. It's a bear market. I mean, not a slow day. It's actually a bullish day right now. So we're actually bouncing back. Again, if we look at the market over the last 20 days here, let's see, 1, 2, 3 days have mostly been sideways and choppy. We're green a little bit in pre-market, but if you look at like market activity, it's been pretty choppy. Before that, we had some bear action. We had big drops, consolidation, big drops. Before that, we had a little bit of a rebound, but before that, we had a big drop as well. So if you zoom out here, mostly been a bearish few weeks. We've gone from essentially 420s down to the 386 level where we're sitting now. So, it's been a bearish 20 days or so. And so if there is some extension, hopefully it's on the downside. And if we show a 75 basis point rate hike, then hopefully we get a rebound today. We get some bull action. Again, all speculation, no idea. And yeah, hopefully I'm right, but who knows? All right, good luck, Todd. Hey, what's up? Hey, good morning. I think it will be 75 basis points also. I'm just curious how the market reacts. I hope it reacts positively. Again, I think if we base it off of extension guessing, then, hopefully we get a bull response. Again, here's a 20 days chart on the SPY. So we were actually down heavily over the last 20 days. So hopefully that shows some extension. A lot of this is from CPI report last Tuesday, which is here, tanking the market, coming in higher than expected in terms of inflation last Tuesday for the CPI reading. And so a lot of this is based off of that. And so, we'll see. But hopefully, this is going to influence today because we had higher than expected inflation. I think we showed 8.3 versus 8.1% expectational numbers for inflation and CPI. And so with that, that's going to certainly influence everybody else in terms of like the Fed's rate hike decision. The Fed raises rates in order to combat inflation. So with inflation coming in higher than expected, that's kind of what has everybody guessing 75 basis points at this point in time. So hopefully we're extended on the downside. And if we show 75, then we'll rebound here. But again, nothing's 100%. We might show 75 and just tank. Hopefully we show 75 though. It's hot. I'm going to turn my fan on. It's hot in here. There we go. Is chicken the animal spelled the same as chicken the food? End quote, my child. About to be shook. Yeah. That's the funniest tweet of the day I've seen. All right, guys. So market bouncing back a little bit at 386.11 here on the SPY. So again, let's watch 386. That's a big level to pay attention to, in my opinion. All right, so Binance and FTX reportedly placed bids near $50 million for the bankrupted lender Voyager. All right, guys, pulling back for Tesla here, testing that previous closing price level now. Y'all be sure to join our Discord as well. If you want to join our Discord, the link. I don't give anybody trades, man. I don't give out stock picks. That's not what we do. Oh, my bad, guys. Let me remove this post. I just now see. Did you not stream yesterday? No, we streamed. 100 basis point raise to start taming inflation. We'll see, man. I hope what will happen in if 75. I think 75 will cut neutral to bullish reaction, but maybe not. We might have a bear reaction. I don't know. Yeah, y'all just be careful today. In terms of like volatility, a lot of the time heading into these big reports, we get neutral action. Again, I told you guys this yesterday, and if you look at the market activity, it was kind of sideways yesterday. We got some bear action, but a very choppy market. The range was big yesterday, but if you look at the Q, it was still a pretty sideways market. Like here's the middle ground level, and you can see about the same in terms of up and down. You can draw like a square around yesterday's action here, and it ended pretty neutral too. So pretty neutral day yesterday, even though the range was big. And so again, that's kind of what we get on some of these days where, you know, there's a lot of apprehensiveness, there's a lot of indecision. Nobody really wants to take any sizable stuff heading into the FOMC meeting, and there's always bigger risk leading into this stuff as well. So y'all just be safe. There's bigger reward, of course, but y'all just be careful. I'm looking for a good rant. Hey, you're in the right place, man. I'm not sure. So Google is your friend, guys. So again, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the rate hike decision is going to be. The conference is at 2:30. And so again, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so Google is your friend outside of that. As for your own personal specific time, go to Google, and search for 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to XYZ, whatever your time zone is, and then you'll figure it out. All right, guys. Hey, today's the FOMC meeting. Hopefully we get some interesting stuff here today, man. Again, about 30 minutes into the market opens, team. Rosie? We got some fun videos of Rosie. Let me see if we can find some. What's the forecast? Forecast is for 75 basis point rate hike. Yeah, but expectations are for 75 basis points. Yeah, I'm posting some of the Rosie videos now. Keeping John awake. Oh, yep. Hey, Google's your friend, guys. Y'all want to see Rosie? I got you, bro. We're sending them right now, dude. Rosie's favorite thing in the world is the hose. And so it's like she plays with the hose at least once a day. And it's like her favorite thing in the world. If we tell her about the hose, she gets really excited. And yeah, if you guys want to see it, here, I'm posting a video to Pawn right now. Here we go. This is Rosie with the hose. Because of that, you can see my yard. My yard is an absolute mud pit right now because of this. She loves the hose, man. She would just attack that hose nonstop. Look, here's the next one. There's Rosie. You know, that's Rosie. She loves the hose, man. That's like her favorite thing in the world, dude. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's Rosie. 2 p.m., guys. 2 p.m. Again, I'm going to put this up just because we get so many people asking. All right, guys, we're going to put this up. There you go. I'm using TOS Thinkorswim right here. So SPY bouncing up a little bit at this level here. I don't think I'm holding anymore. No, I'll cut that. So yeah, we're waiting. Last week I had my account size to 25K. I ended up getting hit and accidentally broke PDT. Hey, nice. Snow. Nice work. All right, guys, market rebounding again. Again, Tesla, we talked about that previous closing price. And look at this. We've been consolidating around this, bouncing at that level multiple times. Yeah, it depends on what you're trading. Yeah, she swims. Rosie's a swimmer. So yeah, Rosie loves swimming. You know, it took her a little while though. I had to like slowly let her in the pool, but it took a little bit. But yeah, she loves swimming. All right, guys. So again, market consolidating over the last couple minutes. Q, pull it up, bouncing a little bit, still slow. Yeah, it just takes time. Again, I'm not telling you guys that the time could literally be right underneath my head right now. You know, I'm not saying it could be right underneath my head when the rate hike decision could be, but it might be. You know, I'm not saying that the exact specific time is like literally right underneath me. Just a weatherman and like, look over here, like look right here. Bob Ross said here. Look right here, just a little bit of time, right here. Okay, I'm not saying it's right there, guys, but it might be. Okay. Oh, I average down, but it depends on what we're doing. I don't do either of those. Or I average down, but I don't set stop losses. It might sound like that's just the wrong way to be, but I'm a scalper, so I might hold something for 20 seconds. And so I don't see a use in setting a stop loss. I usually use mental stops. And so I set a risk level and I say, hey, if we break under this risk level, I'm getting out. But I don't actually set a physical stop. You know, and a lot of people can disagree with that, and that's fine. But again, there's a reason I do it. Is because I'm a scalper. I get in and out very, very fast. As for trading with 25K, it's much easier to day trade with 25K. Much easier. Again, the big thing to understand, though, is that you got to trade small. A lot of people have just the wrong understanding when it comes to how much you can really make. You know, there's a lot of people out here being like, yeah, look at me, I'm making $1,000 a day. A lot of them are trying to sell courses, right? In order to reasonably make $1,000 a day safely, you got to have like 1 to 200,000 at least. You know, and even that's still risky, but like that's kind of what you need in buying power to be able to do so. Not easy to do, you know, not easy to do. So again, the edge with the large account is that you can trade small safely. You know, like that's the real edge with having a large account, is that you can trade small safely. Again, anybody that asks me at what time the interest rate's announced without reading the screen, I'm just not going to answer. Hope you guys understand. I've answered it like probably at least 50 times today, you know. All right, guys, market consolidating here. We got less than 30 minutes here now. Yep. In 5 hours, the interest rate decision is going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when everything goes live. All right, guys. FOMC day. Hey, we'll see what we get. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Do it now. All right, guys, pull it back a little bit here. We'll see if we bounce here. We got less than 30 minutes here. All right, guys. The SPY is at 386s. All right, guys, market pulling back to that 386 support level. Tesla at 308s now. 308s for Tesla here. So we'll see if we actually hold this bounce and support at 308. It's trying to. Yeah. We can put a timer up. All right, let me see. We're going to pop this out on the screen. All right, let me see if I can find one that pops out on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to see if we can find a timer that actually pops out. I'll try to get one. That's a good idea. All right, there we go. So we got the countdown. How many hours we got? It's 8:08 right now. Or it's 9:08 right now. All right, so we got about 4 hours and 52 minutes. I can find a way to put this on the screen. All right, this will have to be good enough. All right, here's the timer. But it's just going to be almost virtually impossible. We'll have to see if we can get like an app that time. Let me see if... we do have a timer that we can use. Okay, dope. So let me see. Let's see if we can add a new timer. We got 4 hours, 51 minutes left. Is there a way to pop this out? There we go. Perfect. All right, we're going to put this up. And we'll go like this. All right, guys, market bouncing up a little bit here. Look, this will be perfect. So we can go like this. All right, guys, if you look at the right side of the screen, this is how much time we got left until the actual meeting. All right, we're going to remove this now. If you look at the right side of the screen, this is how much time we got left. Or no, oh man, we messed it up. My bad, guys. Hold on. We're going to have to edit this now. My bad, team. There we go. Now we got it working. Here's the timer. All right, which is 2 p.m. market time. That should be good enough, right? All right. People are definitely going to still ask. So again, 75 basis points is the expectational numbers here. So people are expecting 75 basis points. Who knows if that's what we're going to get. But yeah, people are expecting 75 basis points. And so who knows? I hope we get something at least at 75 basis points or lower. I think it's very unlikely that we're going to get lower than 75, though. I think it's almost certain that we're going to show 75, maybe 100. I think we got about a 20% chance of 100, about a 70% chance of 75. So I think it's highly likely that we're going to show mostly 75 basis points. I think in that way, I think the market's already kind of baked into that to a certain extent already. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm just wildly wrong, and maybe we show 50, or maybe we show 100 and something. But I think 75 is pretty certain. And again, let me know what you guys think. If you look at the poll we have on stream today, we've got almost 1,200 votes. 54% of people are kind of like me. They think we're going to show 75 basis points. Yeah, 50 basis points would be great, but I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. I would love 50, but I just don't think that's not happening. I don't think that's going to happen. $50 is almost certainly not going to come. I really doubt 50 is going to happen. It's just unlikely. Also, guys, y'all give me a follow on Twitter. Here's my Twitter link, @BeginnerTrades. We certainly appreciate you guys. There's the Twitter link. Y'all give your boy a follow. Powell has been given the all clear for 75. He'll take it. Yeah, 100%. I think we're baked in. I think everybody's expecting 75. Of course, big financial institutions are pressing for 100, but I think it's just unlikely. $100 is closer to what is needed to stop this in real estate market. Yeah, I feel you. But still, I mean, who knows? Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, good morning, man. Yeah, for sure. I don't blame you, Rick. He said sitting on my hands until after the meeting. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Again, I think that regardless of how confident we are, we don't know how the market's reacting here. So I think 75 basis points is likely, but we don't know how the market's going to react. And so in that regard, I think we should just I liquidated all my swing trading positions leading up to this because, again, the only edge I could see in taking a position pre-FOMC meeting is taking far outside the money options that are very cheap and looking for a big knee-jerk reaction in one direction. And so you have small risk but a big potential reward. I think that's the only justifiable way to take this type of trade on days like today in terms of like swing trading or taking sizable positions. I think if not, you can just get in a lot of trouble. So y'all be safe, be careful. Hopefully we get some good responses here. I'm an optimist. I want to see the market do well. I don't want to see the market do poorly. And I hope we show better than expected. Lennar posts earnings. Let me see, bro. Lennar posts earnings at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when they're going to drop. Expectations for Lennar are for 4.76 EPS, earnings per share, which is a gauge on profitability. Estimates and sales are 9.03 billion. But they're dropping their numbers at 4:30. KB Homes drops theirs at 4:10. Trip.com drops their numbers at 6. HB Fuller drops their numbers at 4:05. Steelcase drops their numbers at 4:05 as well. Again, market popping up, Q pushing up a little bit, tech rising, Tesla bouncing over 309. Yeah, 100% would. What came during the GameStop craze is what happened. That was probably the best views we've gotten on the channel consistently. But I mean, we've been growing. We're up there right now to like lately, the last 3 months, we've been getting better views than we ever have in terms of consistent views, Like CPI reports, we've been getting like last time we had like 4,000 plus people here. We got like 30,000 views total. Earnings, we've been getting some fun views too. So it's just been an exciting time for the channel. We've been growing like crazy, thousands of subs per month. And we appreciate you all. We're pushing towards 100K. Help us hit that, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. We're at 85.4 thousand subscribers now. So hit that sub button, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate you all. And let's keep the growth up, team. What do you think about the dollar making new highs today and the market not dumping? I don't know. I think I'm not sure. I saw that. I noticed that the dollar is actually kind of trending with the market, which is strange. But nothing's 100%. He'll be hawkish still. Be careful. Yeah, we just be careful anyway. Yeah, maybe so. RS. At least I hope that's the case. I hope we rip up. I hope we're baked into bearish action, and I hope that's the case, bro. All right, guys. We got 14 minutes here until the market opens. 14 minutes. Y'all be safe. Let's see what the market shows us. I predict the market's going to tank very badly after the meeting. Oof. I hope not. I hope we do well. All right, SPY, pump it up, guys. Hey, let's see if we continue. All right, guys, SPY, rip it up at 386.30s. Q at 290s here. I got these blue light glasses, man. They make me look like 90s or like 50 CIA agent here. I got these. What we got these? We got a few different options here. We got these. We got these. I'll probably go with these. I think these are a little bit better, right? What do you guys think, chat? Diamond Hands, Hodl BT. Hey, what's up, Spag? Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, let's see what we get. Market's starting to ramp. SPY pushing up a little bit. All right, guys, so market rip it up, SPY pop it up a little bit here. We'll see if we get some good reactions here. Oil. Yeah, you're looking like ExxonMobil here. At 93.50s, 93.50s. All right, guys, SPY pull it back a little bit. It's at 386.20s here, 386.20s. Tesla at 309s. We wait about 4.5 hours before the market goes live. We'll see if we get something fun. We got about 4.5 hours until the Fed rate hike decision is. We'll see if we get something interesting. SPY pump it up. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to trade the futures market. Let me make sure we're logged in here. All right, guys, starting to pop up a little bit. Market dipping down to 386. Let's see if it actually holds. Exxon is up today, slightly bullish on the day. Snapchat's bouncing back. It's at 1120s. Try to be patient. We're going to have to log out and log back in a quant tower. There we go. Wait. All right, guys. Tesla's still holding pretty well. ExxonMobil up there. We're looking at Disney. Here's like the Q. Okay, good. We're in already. All right, cool. Market's starting to bounce back a little bit. Trying to be patient. Starts in 3 days. CME Group has all the features for any platform. Hey, what's up, Walter? Beach. Hey, what's up, brother? Everything is puppet. I think increase will only be 50 to trick out more. No, I don't think there's any chance of that. I might be wrong, though, but I don't think there's any chance of that. Is this the last time he's going to raise rates for this year? I'm not sure, man. Well, we got one more Fed meeting after today. So it happens every 6 weeks. And so we got one more meeting after today, bro. One more, you know? You know what I mean? So we'll see. But one more meeting after today. And hopefully we get some good action here. All right, we're going to close that down. All right, guys. So again, we got 7 minutes here. 7 minutes till the market opens. We're at 386.10 on the SPY. Tesla at 309.20s. Big paycheck coming next week. If the market dips, I'm adding heavy for long term. Hey, good luck, bro. What are you buying today, BT? I don't know. I'm not buying anything. Are you back live later? Yeah, we're going to be live later, Toker. We are going to be live. Yeah, we're going to cover the full rate hike decision, stock market's reaction to it, followed by, again, the full rate hike decision, the stock market's reaction to it, followed by the Fed press conference. We're going to stream it all live as it happens. All right, guys. So get this out the way. Getting everything ready to trade futures. This is going to be day 4 or 5 trading futures. There we go. Again, you can see the E-mini has been trading pretty solidly. Let me get rid of this VWAP here. I'm trying to get like a reasonable VWAP area. 19, 20. Yeah, that looks reasonable. All right, we're going to use this VWAP here. All right, guys. So yeah, market dipping a little bit. Here's the micro E-mini. Again, bell rings in about 4 minutes here. 4 minutes, team. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we are a Top Step sponsored trader now, guys. So we're going to be trading Top Step. Again, this is our progress on the Top Step Combine so far. If you guys want to see how we're doing here, let me see my performance. Yeah, here's my account performance. Here's this month's performance so far on this account here. So we're doing pretty well. We're going to try to get funded. We're in the 150K Combine. If you don't know what this is, guys, the 150K Combine is a funded account program for futures. What they do is they give you a demo, and if you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, and they fund you between 50 up to 150K with a 90% split. We are about 10% there. About 10% there. Yeah, we're up about $822 so far on this combine. If you want to see what Top Step is, it's a funded account program for futures. Again, the base one's $165 a month. You can get 20% off if you use my link. I'm in the 150K combine, which is going to give me 15 contracts max. I got to hit 9K in profit. Can't lose over $3,000 on any specific day. Can't lose over $4,500. And if I could do this and then pass phase 2, then they're going to fund me 150K with a 90% split. They're regulated, located in the U.S. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. Check out this link. We'll post this here if you want to help support your boy here and you want to participate in the Top Step Combine with me. There is the link right there. We just posted it in the chat. You can also see it pinned at the top of the page. Wish me luck today, guys. Hopefully we make some money. Let me know any suggestions or advice. And yeah, we'll see. There's no PDT rule in futures. You can day trade short. The futures market is the easiest way to get around the PDT. There's no PDT restrictions, and I'm essentially trading the SPY in the E-mini. So it's essentially the SPY. So it's the same price action, the same movement as the SPY in the E-mini. And yeah, that's what we're essentially doing here. So wish us luck. Again, less than 2 minutes. We haven't really had any losing days in terms of net P&L, your gross P&L. And so, yeah, wish me luck, guys. We are going to be streaming the conference today. And all that stuff. We're going to start streaming early, too. So y'all be ready. All right, guys, about a minute left, team. 1 minute. Hey, thank you, Ricky. Thank you, team. Well, yeah, this is day 2. We're going to see how we do today, guys. Hopefully we do well. We're going to try to take it slow. We're going to watch the broad market. This is essentially the SPY right now as the S&P 500. This is essentially the SPY. And we'll see if we get something favorable today in terms of price action. Just be careful. Again, a lot of the time we can get choppy market, choppy volatility on days like today. So y'all seriously be careful. Market popping up a little bit before the open. Again, here's the opening bell, team. We are going to put it in sub-only mode at the opening bell, guys. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember, guys, we are going to be streaming the press conference today. We are going to be streaming the rate hike decision. Announce yourself. Show us that you're subscribed. You can check out all the info spec on the page. The one I'm doing, I think, is $365 a month, but it's the largest one. The base one's $165 a month. But there's also a free trial as well if you want to check that out too. All right, guys, there's the opening bell. Ding, ding, ding. There's the open. We got micro E-mini up to 394s. All right, guys, so opening bell, volatility here. Aapl rip it up. SPY push it up as well today. So a pretty bullish day in the markets here at 386.20s right now on the SPY. Snapchat is at 11.22s. We got Disney down at 107.30s. Aapl is actually ripping up. It's at 157.70s here. So we're getting some bull action at the opening bell, guys, heading into the open here. I want to mess with this VWAP. I think a 12-hour VWAP might be a little bit better. A little bit more realistic, maybe. All right, guys, but look at the E-mini rip up. Market's popping up big. And so that'll influence everything else. But look at the SPY rip up. So this is the SPY essentially right here. It's pushing up. Big movement up here. All right, guys, market popping up big, getting some bull action on the market here. Look at this rise. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. We're going to do days, and we're going to try to put a 1-day VWAP and see what that looks like. It's still a little low for me here, to be honest, but that's all right. That'll have to work. All right, guys, so a bullish opening candle here. We're starting to get a little bit of a correction back down some. Patiently waiting right now. Again, a lot of the time heading into these economic releases, we get choppy sideways activity. And so y'all be careful, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, we're watching the regular SPY and Q is what we're watching. Snapchat popping up. Apple ripped up big. We're getting a red candle, though. Starting to get a dip and a pullback now. Big bull action. Starting to get some bear responses now in the market here. Choppy trend so far. Looks like a green to red move at the open. We're going to take one little contract here. See if we start to break down now. Small little starter positions. I do like this because it tells me my ticks gross P&L. There's 10 ticks. All right, so we're just gonna get out there. We made a little bit of money. All right, so we're gonna put out the regular E-mini and start attacking this now. Sometimes we get a little pop here. One contract right now. I just got out. Up about 50 on the day so far, guys. So built up a little cushion, about $50 profit on the day. Starting to break down here, starting to get some red action. We got a little bit of a cushion on the day. Snapchat break it down. So getting some bear action coming in the markets here. SPY breaking lows. Testing under VWAP now. Yeah, see, this is why my VWAP, I can tell, is just not right. Let's do like a 12-hour VWAP. That's probably the most accurate here, man. A 12-hour VWAP looks like the most accurate one. All right, so we're consolidating under VWAP now. Breaking down heavy here. So green to red move in the SPY so far. 2 p.m. Matthews. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Fed meeting is going to be. We're going to cover it live, so hit that subscribe button, team. We certainly appreciate you guys. All right, we're short. One contract. See if we get a continuation of the bear action here. See if we get a flush and a move all the way back down. Trying to be patient here and wait. Kind of break even right now in this one. A little bit of a break-even trade. Trying to see if the market will break down here, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Hopefully it does, though. Hopefully we just get a dump back down to break lows. All right, choppy trend right now. Want a reversal here. Testing VWAP as we speak. Hopefully we reject here on the SPY. We get over VWAP and hold. We got to cut this and just wait. And we're going to have to cut that. All right, so we're out about 140. So we're down about $100 on the day now. We'll give it a little bit of time, though. Getting a choppy trend. We start to flush down, though. We'll short again, though. I like that rejection at VWAP here. So we're going to add a little bit more. See if we get a flush back down like we want. Getting bull action again. We're going to have to cut that as well. So down a couple hundred now, maybe like $200 on the day. Got to wait for some bear action to come in. We're going to take our hands off and just chill and sit here now. We start to get some bear action, great, but we're not really respecting any direction right now. And it's the Fed day, so we're not going to lose too much on days like today. Not yet. Oh my gosh, I'm in a practice account. Honestly, that's actually great. Oh my gosh, dude, I've been in a practice account. I forgot to switch it over. That's amazing today, guys. That is great news. Somehow I got really lucky and we were in a practice account. I'm going to start shorting this now. Man, that's such good news. But we're trying to bet on this downward trend, but we are just not holding the bear action. Let's see if we flush under VWAP. See if we get some bear action coming in. We're down 50 on the trade so far. Man, what good news, man. Whoever thought that I would be so happy to be in a practice account. Whew, we forgot to switch it over from the practice account, man. That's great news. All right, we're break even right now. Down small. Who knew that would actually help me so much? All right, so we're seeing if we're going to start testing lows here. There we go. We're starting this breakdown. We're going to hold this longer. All right, so we just made $125 on that trade. So first trade up $125. Whew, man, we got really lucky. Oh, man. What luck. Sheesh. 2 p.m. Yeah, hey, that's a W, bro. We thought we were in a practice account. Honestly, and you can see, like, this is my actual graph in my real account. Like, here's my practice graph, and like we were down 185 or 188. Here's my real account. We're straight up. So, hey, you love to see it. We're gonna see if we can attack some of this bear action now. Looks like the market wants to break lows. See if the market starts to flush. I'm trying to give it time. We're right underneath VWAP here, but if we start to test VWAP on the upside again, we're just going to have to cut it. I want to see if the VWAP rejects it and we start moving down to test the lows again. We can be a little bit more patient with this since we have a cushion on the day. But pop back up. Yeah, we're going to cut this here. And so, yeah, we're still down $100. Not an easy day to trade. Very choppy day. I think I'm going to kind of take a break for a little bit. I'm just not finding it easy to trade today. Very difficult day so far. Not really any trend. VWAP's not getting respected. Market is very choppy and sideways. And so we are down about $100 on the day, which is fine. Very small relative to what we're up in the account so far. And some days are just not meant to push. And so we're just going to sit back and wait for some obvious momentum to show up and then try to attack it. But the SPY is looking incredibly choppy and neutral. Not really getting any. I could either do that or I could transition to micros. You know, that's the other option. What do you guys think? There's no deadline. There's a minimum number of trades. Is it really a practice account? Are you saying I'm lying? Yeah, I have no reason to lie, man. Like I said, I can show you guys. This is the easiest way to look at it. Here's the practice account. This is what we were down. We were down like 200. Here's the regular account. We're still down like 100 or something like that. Yeah, we're down exactly 100 right now. So again, though, we're just not getting any easy trend to attack so far. Yeah, very choppy sideways. We're taking our foot off the gas and just waiting for some momentum to show. It is a Fed meeting day, and it's just a day where there's historically not a lot of edge to attack momentum strategies. Yeah, very choppy range here. We can draw the range and wait for this range to start getting tested here if we want. So we have this range right here. You can see the sideways range, but again, very neutral day. Not a lot of favorable activity. So again, we are trading on Top Step. How? And so again, if you want the link, it's pinned to the top of the page. You can also find it here. If rates are expected, I think we might go up. But again, I have no idea. Maybe we just crash on that news. I really have no idea. Again, 75 basis points is what they're expecting. I think we're already baked into that to a certain extent. And so in that regard, you know, I think it's one of those days where hopefully we're baked into that, but nobody knows. We might show 75 and just tank. We might show 75 and rip up. We might show 75 and just be neutral. I really have no idea, to be honest. Yeah, there's not a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I don't even think today's a scalping day. I think today's worse for scalping that you can get. Just do sideways. There's just not a lot of activity. It's too much indecision at this point in time. Like nobody is trusting this market right now. You know, if you look at the SPY, we're very neutral. We start to break over this range, then we might transition to like an upward trend. But you can see the range we drew here. And again, my foot's off the gas. I'm not pushing anything right now. Luckily, my first little string of losses, you can see here, practice right here. If you want to see if it's practice or count, it was an accidental thing. I have to switch this over when I first log in, and I forgot to switch it over. And honestly, it was great news. You can kind of see my heart pumping when I found it out because it was honestly great news. But you can see it switches over from practice to my regular Combine account here. You know, we're still down in my Combine account, but, you know, we didn't lose as much as we thought, which is great. I'll take it, you know. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Angelic, is when it's going to be. Again, we're going to stream it all live here as it happens. So we're going to stream the Top Step Combine live as it happens. Yo, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate you all. A great way to help support the channel. And yeah, we certainly appreciate you all. Right now, again, it's a choppy neutral day, so we're not forcing anything right now. We're just kind of sitting back, waiting for an edge to show up. We start to break down under VWAP test lows, then we'll jump back in some shorts. But again, you can see the top of the range getting faked out. We have this big up wick, and then we're coming back down to the bottom of the range now. So in the end, we're starting to break under VWAP. That is kind of a somewhat better sign. Still got some time, though. A lot of up wicks, a lot of down wicks, just neutral activity. Aapl breaking all the way down to test lows here, though. So Apple's looking weak. We'll see if that drags the rest of the market down. Tesla's also influential over it, too. Tesla is very neutral day, too. Market trying to hold, but getting some bear action here. New candle just opened up. We're gonna short into this wick here. Hopefully we reject it VWAP. If not, we're just gonna cut it and maybe start to consider retiring for the day. Testing the down wick, about break even in this trade. We want to see a flush down and a rejection here. If we don't reject here, like I said, we're going to start considering just bowing out for the day. Yeah, we're going to have to get out here. Again, just not my day, I don't think, today, guys. Very neutral, choppy action. I think I'm just going to shut it down. You know, I don't see any edge. We'll probably trade a little bit later. We're probably going to trade a little bit later after the FOMC meeting, but I don't think it's healthy to continue trading right now. I think we're down about $200, which is still fine. It's right about what we're down about 200 right now, which is fine. Again, if you want to see my profit graph total, This is my profit graph total. So again, I don't mind shutting it down and not forcing anything on days like today. I think that's the right move. I think that's what you have to do if you want to be disciplined on days like today. And we just have a very neutral, choppy side action. So we're going to be back for the FOMC meeting, guys. We will be back for that. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it today. Email, yeah, beginnertrades@gmail.com or john@beginnertrading.net. Both of those work. Or you just message me on Discord, bro. But again, if you want to be in the combine with me, again, I'm bowing out for the day. I don't think it's healthy to keep pushing on days like today. And so I'm going to sit on the profit that I've made in the combine so far and not give it back on choppy days like today, which is just a very neutral, very choppy day so far. We'll see what happens during the FOMC meeting. Again, if you want to participate in the combine, here is the link. Check it out. Again, I think you have to be disciplined like this, man. I think it's really tempting to keep forcing on days like today. But I just don't think that's a profitable strategy. I think a lot of the time, FOMC meetings bring a lot of chop, a lot of neutral activity. And so I'm going to bow out today, guys. If you want to be in part of the combine, again, this is the combine. This is what it does. Again, Top Step is a funded account program for futures. They're really who everybody else copies off of. I still got tons of room in this account, so don't think I have no room or anything like that. Top Step is a funded account program for futures. They give you a demo, and if you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules, they fund you between 50 up to 150. There's 3 different packages. I'm in the $375 a month. My max loss on the day is $3,000. I can use 15 contracts max, $9,000 profit target. And again, there's a cheaper one at $165. You can get 20% off if you use my link as well. Check out the link in the description. Also, a great way to help support your boys, support the channel. There's the Top Step link in chat. You can also find it in the description. Yeah, it's a sideways day. And again, I know how it goes, man. A lot of the time, the problem new traders face is that they can't shut it down in choppy markets. We're 20 minutes into the day. The market's choppy. We're testing highs. But I think during FOMC meetings, historically, we get a lot of choppy volatility. I might trade later after the FOMC announcement. That might be something that I do. But for right now, I just don't think it's favorable to keep pushing on days like today. I just don't think it's profitable to do so. And so again, we're going to be back live streaming the FOMC meeting later on this evening at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the FOMC meeting is going to be. And yeah, y'all stay safe. We're going to be back live. Again, if you want to check out Top Step, there's the link. Great way to help support the channel. If you want kind of an educational video about Top Step and their funded account program, let me show you. Let me see. Here is the why Top Step overview video. If you want to check it out, here's the link. If you want some more info on Top Step, there's the link in chat. Check them out. Another great way to help support the channel, guys, is by checking out stonk.tech. Trading social media platform. Again, everything we do here is free, and so we do have sponsors to subsidize that. We don't charge for content here. So everything we put out there is free. Join Stonk.tech, sign up to their newsletter. Great way to help support the channel and support your boy here as well. Their job is to help retail traders for free, and that's usually the sponsors I accept. There's stuff that's going to benefit traders and help traders. They're going to give you free dark pool and option flow access when they go live. They should be going live sometime this month. I'll post this link. Check out Stonk as well. You can find that link in the description also. With that said, though, guys, stay safe. We will be back today for the FOMC meeting. We will be back today. Love you all. Stay safe in these markets, and we'll be back later. See you, team.